Are we in? Are we live? Oh, we're live. Hello. Welcome to season 11 of Ice Rink. It's gearing up to be an incredible season. I'm Joel, and I'm here joined by Shun.
Yeah, something like that.
Welcome.
Thank you. It's nice to be a TO this time. I've been a player for 5 ice rinks now, which is a lot.
Yep.
Since it all started up after Splatoon 3 launched. And I've been enjoying it as a player, and now I get to enjoy it as a TO and help other players enjoy it as much as I have.
Yeah, that's awesome, and yeah, definitely a presence that is known on stream, but maybe not a face that is known on stream. So welcome. We're happy to have you.
Thank you. I'm happy to be had.
We're going to be gearing up with our first set on stream here. It'll be Kit Catfish versus Fuzzy Beaches.
I am excited to see Kit Catfish because I know Kaz has somehow gotten even better with Tent. Fighting against him in Breadbasket, he knew how to counter me a lot, and it was very frustrating to deal with. So I'm excited to see how Kit Catfish are able to work around the Tent umbrella. I believe Embra, a Charger player. And I think there's some front lines there with Cat Like You, and then Pupsy as well with the Octoshot dualies. I think they can make really good use of the tent.
And yeah, Fuzzy Beaches, also a lot of players there that we've definitely seen a lot of. Puddle Duck.
S-Blast. Oh my god. Another really toxic combination was back at Breadbasket with Kaz's tent and then the S-Blast. So they're going to have to go against each other, and I'm kind of excited to see that. I want to see just how well Kaz can deal with the blaster. I'm sure he does great.
Yeah, but Ray, also a very well-known player. That splatter shot just... Not the ace in that team, but definitely just an incredibly strong presence that brings the rest of the team together.
Yeah, you really can't go wrong with stuff like Splattershot and Splash-O-Matic. They're really strong weapons for a reason, and I think he makes really good use of them as well. Another scary presence that can both support teammates, fight head-on as well. Just overall, there's good players here, and it's cool to watch them grow as well.
Absolutely, and I am curious to see if we're going to see a lot of the new kits that just came out.
I would imagine we'll see a lot of them. I think the only one that stands out in my head as being not very strong is the new Tent Umbrella kit, which has Toxic Mist and Super Chumps.
maybe on like a Splat Zones, but even then,
it's a little bit rough. I think Toxic Mist or Super Chumps with Tent would be like very fun. The Super Chumps kind of act as an instant ink tank refill when you use them. But together with Toxic Mist, I just think it's a little bit weaker compared to the other kits that it has, where they've got like more fighting power with the Ink Mines and Trizuka and the Squid Beacons and Ink Back for support. So.
And what have you been playing out of the new?
Oh, I've been loving the new Reflex kit.
Yeah.
It's got Torpedo and Booyah Bomb. The Torpedo combos really nicely with the main weapon, and you really can't go wrong with Booyah Bomb. I would prefer triple splashdown just because I tend to play very aggressive with Reflex, and it's nice to have a panic button to like pick off something when I've missed a few shots, just as like a safety button almost.
Yeah, it's definitely. I unlocked it the other day when I was playing, and I played a single round with them. Like, oh, here's my new Splatfest weapon.
Yeah, it does paint a lot, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I think there's also other weapons that are pretty strong for painting as well. Like, well, I actually haven't seen much of the new Aerospray. That one has Burst Bomb and Splatter Color Screen, which is interesting.
It's yeah, I don't know how Splatter Color Screen really works for it. Like, I guess if you're super aggressive with it, but even then...
It's just an awkward special, I think, for Aerospray, because it's not really one that you can spam, because it lasts for so long, and it also just is just kind of like a a wall, a barrier of sorts, and it doesn't do more than that. So you have to have other stuff to follow up with it.
For sure, for sure. And new map too. I believe our first match will be played on the new map.
I am a big fan of Virgin Underpass, actually. I thought I wouldn't be because I remembered not enjoying it in Splatoon 1. But I really enjoy it in Splatoon 3. I don't know what has changed about it, or if I just know more about the game that I can work around the map layout a bit better.
And it's definitely interesting to see because I believe data miners have found junk data for Urchin Underpass in the game from years ago. So.
Same with Splatoon 2's like signature map, the Reef. So there's a lot of people that are thinking we might get we had the Splatlands collection of kits with the Barazushi and Embers weapons that were Splatlands fashion brands. So people are thinking we might have an Inkopolis collection with maybe some returning Tony Kensa weapons and a Sheldon's collection. I'd be really excited to see that. But it looks like I can already see.
Yeah, I already see a couple.
I can already see the new Dread Ringer kit.
My beloved Bi Slosher.
And that seems to be the only new kit. Seems like we've got players sticking with what they know.
Right. Yep, both teams. Now, I have not seen this map for Splat Zones yet.
The zone is quite small. I think it got a downsize compared to the first game. We've got already a nice lead there for, I believe that's Fuzzy Beaches. That tri-stringer kit with the sprinkler, I know will keep that zone held for sure.
But good use of the triple strike there. Looking for those picks with the sniper. Almost gets blasted there.
Yeah, that S-Punch is really going to make it hard for the sniper to do much of anything.
And where's it gonna go? Where's it gonna go?
Oh, that back is trying to eat that Booyah Bomb. Oh, not quite.
It just... Yeah, that was down to the wire there.
Both teams have been really even, but that is 3 down for Fuzzy Beaches. This is the time for Kid Catfish to cap the zone and take it back, but that sprinkler still put in a little bit of work. There we go.
I didn't know you could throw a sprinkler up there. That is a really good place to just have that passively getting some zone for you, getting some turf.
It really is. Sid made a really great call there to place that sprinkler there. A nice chump kill, I believe that was. Ooh, a near miss for Endo with that charger there.
Still using the triple strike to cap the zone there.
Yeah, that's definitely an easier way to cap it than having to do top shots with that charger.
Music Glory gets 1. Gets 2, 3. Oh!
Music Glory with that paintbrush. I have been seeing Music Glory using paintbrush a lot more, and it is paying off. That was incredible.
That was an amazing play right there.
They just, Fuzzy Beaches can hold this, and they can take back the lead from Kit Catfish. That was incredible.
Definitely capitalizing on a little bit, but Kit Catfish still have a pretty commanding lead. Fuzzy Beaches have a lot of ground to make up, but they are holding on right now.
We've got 2 more jumps there. Oh, but that paintbrush is right on top of it. That's going to make quick work of those jumps. Oh, that's the danger of super jumping in with splat zones. If you're found out, it's really hard to come back from it. And I think that will be a lead secured for Fuzzy Beaches.
That's an easy lead for Fuzzy Beaches. Yeah, Kid Catfish is going to have to make a play right now, or that might be the round for them.
Yeah, they're contesting the zone right now. They've got that crab to make good work of it.
It's back and forth.
Down to the wire. There's 2 down from Fuzzy Beaches.
They're holding on.
Oh. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Almost.
Oh, almost. That was some back and forth in the mid there, but Fuzzy Beach is able to hold on.
They had that one wipeout, and that was all that they needed to hold the zone there.
Yeah, no, Music Glory has to be very happy with that one.
I'm imagining that got clipped right away.
Oh, absolutely. But no, that wipe just changed the trajectory of the whole match.
Oh, the entire match. I think in upcoming matches, Kid Catfish might want to consider when to super jump in, because that was definitely a downfall of them. They super jumped right to the charger Embra, and then that paintbrush, again, Music Glory right on top of it, and then that was just it. That was a lot more time wasted than if they had been able to swim in, build a bit of special charge, and then come back in to the zone more coordinated.
Absolutely, and I feel it's definitely a map that really plays with the paintbrush there.
Yeah, I think that was definitely an advantageous pick for Music Glory.
Mhm.
She knew how to use that exactly where she needed to, and
Yeah.
it paid off delightfully.
But if you were on Kid Catfish now, what's the mode you're gonna come in to counter what you just played against?
Ooh, that's a good question, actually. I would think with a Charger player, as well as the tent, I think maybe they could do well with tower control.
Mhm.
I think the Charger player can get a few good picks of that, and then once they can get like that propelling momentum, it'll just keep building and building. And I think they could do well with tower control.
Mhm.
But I also could see them trying to do splat zones again if they learn from their mistakes. They could come back from that. Again, it was really one or two mistakes that gave Fuzzy Beaches that lead. So I think Kid Catfish could regroup and try again at splat zones, and maybe they'd have a better successful second match.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely feel like a larger map will suit them a little bit better. Again, Urchin Underpass, newer map, or the new old map.
Yeah.
But definitely something that people might not be as familiar with compared to a lot of the other maps that are going to be on display today.
Yeah, I think the lack of familiarity plays a part of it too. I think Fuzzy Beaches, they won the initial spot zones match. I could see them also being really good on tower as well. Again, they had that one good push, and that was just enough to take the game. So I think tower control is that very snowballing mode that could pay off well for them as well. So
yeah, it definitely feels like it could be a bit of a gamble on their part as well.
I think we might just have to see more from either team and know exactly how the next game could go.
For sure. We're going to get our counter pick in just a second here. But yeah, we're talking a moment ago about, potential Urchin Underpass coming back, potentially the Reef coming back. Is there a map you're still missing?
Not particularly. I know Splatoon 3's maps have a bit of an infamous rep with being too open, not enough cover, or a little bit boring. I personally don't have much of a problem with them. I really enjoy a lot of the map theming. I like Brine Water Springs. I think the kind of calming oasis vibe of it is really nice. I also enjoy Brine Water Spring or Barnacle and Dime.
Yep.
I like the mall setting there. There's not a whole lot of other maps that I want to come back. I would enjoy seeing some maps that haven't returned become Salmon Run exclusive maps.
Okay.
So not necessarily for Big Run, but they just become like a new habitat for the salmonids. Salt Spray Rig from the first game is what makes me want that the most, because I think it'd be cool to have like a oil rig surrounded by water is now home to the salmonid population. I think that'd be really cool.
I could see the what was the last one from 2? The one that had the
Skipper Pavilion.
Skipper Pavilion.
Yeah.
The one that I love, but everyone loves to hate for some reason.
It wasn't my favorite necessarily.
Yeah, bring back Schellendorf. Now we're talking.
That's a you pick.
The floor is also glass.
Yeah. Oh, everything is glass.
Kraken on that map would be very fun, I'm sure.
Marlin Tower.
Yep. And sounds like they've counterpicked Marlin Tower. So you were right about tower control being the counterpick there.
I'm very excited to see which direction this goes. Like I said, it could either go for Fuzzy Beaches if they get that one wipeout and they can just propel off of that, or if Catfish are able to have more of a regrouped area and are able to make it a 1-to-1 ratio for wins.
And just Marlin Airport as a map, I feel there's a lot more sight lines for longer range.
For sure. I think the Charger will have an easier time on Marlin. I'm picturing using the fans to propel.
I'll do my best to
and stay on
update
top of the
the.
grates that are by the
Oh, is it
fans.
already a 3-0? Dang.
I'm also thinking about the tent on a mode like tower control. That would be really easy to just prevent people from being able to take quick picks at the tower.
Right.
I think for Fuzzy Beaches, I think the paintbrush will be a good tool to stop around the first and second checkpoints because they're on a lower elevation than where like the fan main platform is, and so paintbrush can kind of just like wail from above, and they won't have much to counter it unless they can take out that paintbrush first.
Right. And both teams probably going to want something with a bubble. Isn't there a paintbrush that has bubble, or am I thinking of a different?
You might be thinking of Decapitator.
Ah, that's it.
The new paintbrush kit actually has Splash Wall and I believe Trizuka. So
Yes,
the
that's
Splash
okay.
Wall, it's not the exact same as Bubbler, but it still has that effect of being able to just camp behind that Splash Wall with a little bit of safety, and you can just hold an area for as far as you can swing your brush.
Now, my go-to for towers is actually the Zen Mini, which not normally a spotlight player, but
It's a fun weapon.
it's definitely a fun weapon for it. We're seeing not a huge change from Kit Catfish, getting rid of that Dread Ringer for what looks to be a blaster.
Blaster on this map will be a lot of fun. It seems that Fuzzy Beaches has actually traded out their blaster for another weapon. I can't see which one Paldilic is playing.
I believe it's the Sloshine.
That's an interesting pick. I don't believe I've seen Paldilic play that. Oh, I
Sloshine-
think it might be actually Splash instead.
Oh, yes, you're right.
We've got a strong start for Kit Catfish. This is just like the last game where we've got a nice strong start, able to use the tri-strikes to their advantage. We've got Control Alt Dog with those tri-strikes, being able to utilize them efficiently.
Using
and
the
that
vacuum.
back,
Oh,
that
but-
was a sneaky kill for Puddle Duck.
Yep, Puddle Duck sees that vacuum, comes out, and immediately says, well, I gotta get behind that. I gotta take that down.
That's 3 down for Kit Catfish. Last one up. They've got to regroup now and use this chance to coordinate their specials and take it back.
But yeah, Control Alt Dog gets one. Oh, but goes down to the tank. Riding with the X. That makes sense, actually.
Yeah, using that little bit of range to take advantage of it. Oh, that splash wall, just being able to hold space there.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Kit Catfish needs to
Yeah, they break
regroup
the-
a little bit. That's a risky position. Oh, but they're making it work.
They're making it work. And they did break through that first checkpoint.
Both teams are really even at this first checkpoint. Fuzzy Beaches still has a little bit of a lead. It's up to Kit Catfish to try and take back that lead from them.
Yeah, everyone's up right now. They're just that's going to be a very important pick for them right there.
That was a very impressive sightline from that charge.
Ooh,
And
another
there's
one.
That 10th down.
And that booyah on the tower. Good play there.
They're gonna have to want to rush back and take back mid. Ray was the only one up there, so it looks like it'll be a chance to take back control for Kit Catfish.
For sure. And Emra looking to get set up in a good position.
That bubble is a great use. Those tri-strike, they're really coordinating their specials right now, which is a great sign.
Kaz using that tent shields to protect Cat Like You as they use the blaster there.
This is a really solid push. Ooh, that Trizuka.
Yep, that might be a lead. That's a lead for them.
Wow. Ooh, that's 3 down now. This is
Music
a
Glory.
very back and forth game, but Kaz is still able to hold on. There we go.
There's the wipe. They take the lead, but that's going to be it for that push. Fuzzy Beaches regaining ground in mid. Ray pushing up, sitting on that booyah.
Yeah, that was a very fast take back of mid, and using that crab, Puddle Duck, to really just keep them back. That's 1 down for Kit Catfish. This might be another back and forth lead trade if this momentum keeps up. That's
Ooh,
3 down for
with
Kit
the
Catfish.
booyah.
That was there's a lot happening right now.
Yeah, Embra just not in a good position,
Ooh.
getting fizzies tossed their way.
Yeah. That Charger's really having a hard time being able to just keep their position. That was
There.
a wonderful snipe. 2 wonderful snipes
That's
for Kit Catfish.
They definitely need that. Music Glory goes down.
That's 3 down. There's just the splash left.
Puddle Duck.
There's a lot of blue on that field there.
Yeah, Fuzzy Beaches has a very commanding control of mid right now, so they're going to be able to keep that pressure up. All of Kit Catfish is up though, so both teams are going to be looking to get some picks right now.
That was a great use of the crab tank there, just waiting until there was a better time to use it and able to stall the tower right there. But Kit Catfish is still holding their lead strong.
No picks just yet. A lot of back and forth. Ooh, yeah.
Trizuka might be able to get 1 or 2 picks there. Ooh, not quite.
Cat Like You goes down. Ember who is that?
Booyahs.
Control Alt Dog with missiles coming in on them.
It seems like Fuzzy Beaches is really trying to keep the charger under control. Those booyahs, the fizzy bombs, they're just all directly aimed at Embra. And Embra's actually having a pretty decent time. She's able to still kind of hold her position there, and Fuzzy Beaches still has yet to progress past that checkpoint, likely due to this pressure of that laser and Embra getting those picks.
And there's the vacuum.
There's 30 seconds left, and that vac will be just enough to stall it. Oh man, that was a wonderful pick for the vac.
Yeah, they have to keep that pressure up.
That's 2 down and 3 down in quick succession.
Ember goes down.
That sloshing machine making good use of the angles there. Whoa! That was a...
Oh!
4! Was that a quad?
That's
2 quads in a row! Oh my goodness! That was incredible.
Nope, Kaz wants us to go to game 3. We're going to game 3.
That was a delight to watch from Kit Catfish. They were really able to just keep the tower from moving any inch farther past that checkpoint.
Yeah, just really solid play. Lots of back and forth, but just Kit Catfish getting those picks when they mattered, and being able to take the game.
I really enjoyed seeing how the specials between the weapons kind of rotated for Kit Catfish from the first game. The Tri-Strikes went over to Control Alt Dog with the Tent Attack. The Ink Vac went from Kaz on the Tent to Embra on the Charger. And then we also had the introduction of a bubbler for tower control from Cat Like You. It was really interesting to see how those specials kind of rotated around. On the side of Fizzy Beaches, we had the missile kit on the paintbrush, which I think was able to, again, help keep that charger player on Kit Catfish just far back, just unable to really move up with the fizzy bombs, the missiles, the booyah bombs.
Yeah. Even if they're not the best for killing, those missiles do put up a lot of pressure and can force the other team into positions and situations that are less than ideal, and that is where the true value of missiles lies, I feel.
It is. I think missiles is less for its damage power and more for its support in terms of having a little location ring around the players, and also it keeps players kind of in a position where they can't really go forward or back. They have to wait around for those missiles to deploy, otherwise they could get killed by them. So the missiles are a great tool to keep Embra in check, I think. But Embra was able to pull it off and play it very well.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, Kaz with that quad very end there.
That just like a last minute quad there, just to sneak it in there so that it's like, no, we can get quads too.
Yeah, absolutely. And sounds like we're going to be playing on Scorch Rainmaker next.
That's an interesting map mode pick, but I think it'll be... I'm excited to see how this goes. I think Fuzzy Beaches will... I think it'll be good for Sid. I think she's actually very good with the Rainmaker, especially just with how similar the Explosher and the Rainmaker are, just in terms of the main weapon.
For sure.
And I can also see a blaster being able to make use of the ledge camping on Scorch Gorge as well.
For sure, but still another larger map, good sight lines for long range as well.
This is true as well. Yeah, Ember's gonna have a nice time, I think, being able to sit up on that snipe where the little like rusty dome is on Scorch Gorge.
And I believe for Rainmaker that tower in the middle is a lot smaller, is it not?
Yes, the tower is actually kind of like the same level as the platform around where Snipe is. I was playing Scorch Rainmaker a little bit ago, and I was having a very fun time utilizing the checkpoint that you have to go across the grates for. Normally the checkpoint that's depending on how you look at it, the left or right. But the checkpoint where you are able to swim up, I find that's a lot more safer for players to take. And normally, the defending team will coordinate around keeping that space in check. But if all of the team is focusing on that area, it's fun to just walk the Rainmaker across the grates and get that first checkpoint because no one's paying attention to you. I've done that a few times, and it's very fun.
For sure. And with those grates, I definitely think we're going to see maybe some longer range shooters come out. Just shooting through the bottoms of those is...
Yeah. I could also see... I think blasters will be good for the grates.
For sure.
I think I think Fuzzy Beaches as a whole, their comp is just good at like general like area of effect weapons. We've got Explosher, Tri-Stringer, Wellstring.
Ooh, yeah, Explosher I could see putting in a lot of work.
Yeah, we've also got like the blasters, and even like the splat bombs from some of the shooters that are able to spam them a bit more. I think this could go either way.
Yeah. Well, both teams, one round for 1 round for each of them this set. My brain just malfunctioned there, but it's
That's
all good.
okay.
And we're gonna be hopping in here.
Catfish seems like they're sticking with most of the same thing. I think I see the cream tent on for Kaz. Yeah, that is the new tent umbrella kit with Toxic Mist and Chums. Toxic Mist will be nice for Rainmaker.
Yeah, you know what? It's now that you mention it, I'm like, oh wait, yeah, Toxic Mist. Yeah, that'll absolutely pay. I'm not sure how well the chumps are gonna do for Rainmaker, other than maybe a little bit of area pressure, but.
And it'll also just be a nice ink refill to keep up that the main weapon of the tent umbrella. Sid is making great use of that Tri-Stringer.
Yeah, it's interesting that.
There we go. That's 2 down on the side of Kit Catfish.
Yeah, I was expecting them to go with something a little bit more long range on a map like this, but
Tri-Stringer is actually fairly long range. I think it matches, if not a little bit more than Explosher.
okay.
Wow. And there we go, just like that, Fuzzy Beaches has the first checkpoint down.
Yep, 2 checkpoints on the map. So, Kit Catfish kind of on their back feet right now, but still very much anyone's game at this point.
Yeah, Cat like you making the decision to grab Rainmaker.
But getting pressured with those missiles, they're gonna have to move. Gets out of the way.
That's 1 down on the side of Kit Catfish, and that's 2 down. 3 down. Kit Catfish is really gonna have to regroup if they want to take it back from Fuzzy Beaches.
Yep, definitely gonna see them going hard at. Ooh, that's not good if you're on Kit Catfish right there. That is gonna help push Fuzzy Beaches into a very advantageous position.
Whoa, that was a risky play from the tent, and they were able to pull it off. Kaz just making use of the Toxic Mist quite well there.
For sure. Embra going up top, looking for a good vantage point. Control Alt Dog at the bottom, also looking for those picks. Oh no!
Oh, that is so unfortunate. Whoa, that's 2 down
it
though.
Still worked. It still
worked out. Control Alt Dog there. Was that 3? Oh, they're trying to make it a quad, I think, as well.
That might fit it, and that's going to be Kit Catfish taking the checkpoint. They scored it second, so they do have a 1-point disadvantage, but it looks like they are going to be pushing right through that. Yep, there they go.
That's going to be lead for Kit Catfish. That was a 2 down. They able to 3 down. Emperor, wow, she is one strong charger player.
Yeah. Control Alt Dog looking to get that
Are they able
dunk?
to get it up? Oh, not quite. That's a very strong lead. Fuzzy Beaches is really going to have to coordinate to get back in.
Yeah.
Kaz, Kaz tried to sneak that last little bit of Rainmaker push in and try and get a dunk, but I don't think it paid off as well as he did hoped.
But Fuzzy Beaches still in the round, 2.5 minutes on the board still, so plenty of time to make a comeback.
Oh, for sure.
But they're gonna have to get basically a dunk or close to it in order to take that lead back. So they have the work cut out for them. That's for sure.
For sure. And that's 3 down for Kit Catfish, so this could actually work out for Fuzzy Beaches.
Yeah. But Embra still up. Kaz, that was a bit of a dangerous jump. You're up top, but still very visible unless you're running stealth jump.
I imagine he was, but it's still quite risky with the fire already on Embra. Fuzzy Beaches is hanging in there. They're 2 down at the moment.
Yeah. Just trying to hold on to mid there.
Yeah, Kit Catfish is doing a great job of just stalling out their lead that they have. Rainmaker can be a very stall mode, and Kit Catfish seems to be able to use this to their advantage, especially with that tent umbrella kit with the Toxic Mist, the shield. Ember getting a nice pick there.
Yeah, Sid looking for a vantage point. Dude, Embra was already watching it.
Ooh, Embra, you are on your game today.
It's as someone who exclusively plays weapons that don't require aim, whenever I see someone good with a sniper, I am impressed.
Definitely agree there. Kaz making the decision to jump out, which is likely a a safer play there. Again, they just need to really stall out this match, and then they'll have their victory for it.
And it's definitely a difficult map to get that dunk because you are very exposed in that alley, and that is really your only way up.
Oh, Sid trying to go for that Charger player.
Yeah. Looks like gets it with some help with the team there.
Yeah, Trustringer's great at just making it a little bit harder for opponents to
Kaliki was ready for that jump in.
Yeah, Kaliki's very strong Dynamo player. They're making good use of their main weapon, I think. And just holding it there. There's 15 seconds left. I think this might be
This
it.
might be it
Fuzzy
for Kid
Beaches.
Catfish.
Yeah.
Fuzzy Beaches has maybe one chance to do a push here.
Oh, that was a close splat bomb. There's one down for Kid Catfish. This is their last ditch effort. This is their final attempt to try and get it in there. Ooh, Ember getting one pick there I saw with that Charger.
And they're
Ooh,
a
nice sneaky kill there.
Yep, they knew Sid was the carrier there, and they were just able to hunt the carrier down. And all right, let's end the match right here and right now.
Yeah, just able to use that little bit of paint that was on the field to sneak around and get that flank, and it paid off very well. So yeah, that's 2-1 for Kid Catfish.
Yep, 2-1 for Kid Catfish. Congratulations for winning the first stream set of Season 11. Yeah, excellent. Just excellent gameplay all around. Lots of
Quads.
You love to see the quads.
These were very great games for a first set, and I'm excited to see how the rest of them play out.
Absolutely. We will be right back in a brief moment as we get the next teams set up. Please stay tuned.
Take care.
Are you ready? Oh, are we just back? We're just back? Sweet. Wonderful. Excellent. Welcome back. We are going to be seeing Kit Catfish again. They won our last set. And they're going to be going up against Octoreos.
Yeah, we'll get to see if Kit Catfish can keep a streak going, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Octoreos, very strong team too, though. We have Timothy, that brush, just...
Brush, Dapples, truly everything. Brush, Dapples, Luna Blaster.
Just
Tim is a menace.
Tim's a little bit of a monster, close range.
And then long range or mid range, we have Lavender for that Splatling user. She is scary with Splatlings. I have many duels with her when I use my recycled Rella. She's very scary on Nautilus, I think. Nautilus and Heavy Edit. And she's also been using Explosher as well, I believe.
For sure. Now, Season 11, definitely going for a little bit of a theme with the teams here. I don't know if our viewers have noticed it thus far, but we are doing a snacks and candy theme.
It is so adorable. I'm really glad that the winners of last season chose this theme because it is delightful. The pun names are top notch, I do say. And then all the different designs of everything, including the season passes designed by Zamurai, and the back design, our lovely Jax. So it's been a very aesthetic season. It's very, very aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, no, it's as soon as they said that locked in snacks and candy as their theme, I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a good one. And I believe it was Splat to the Future was the winner of last season.
I'll take your word for it. I cannot remember.
Carly and Lavender were on that team though, so.
Oh, nice.
We do have two season 10 winners that you're gonna be seeing in this next round. So
can understand why they won. I think Carly's Splattershot Jr. Just able to spam those bombs really well, and I think she's also got a really great handle on special placement and utilization as well.
For sure, absolutely, and yeah, just really excited to get going on this. Again, Kid Catfish, very similar comp to what they've been playing. See Timothy on that ink brush already.
And we've got Spilt Milk, who is a very powerful Charger player.
Yeah,
A
absolutely.
very powerful player in general as well. I know that she's also played Tetris as well. So I'm excited to see kind of a charger duel between Kit Catfish and Octoreos.
Kaz kind of in a not great
Whoa,
position.
what
Still gets a
just
little bit of a
happened?
trade there, but
That was a lot of things that just happened. The Octoreos is gonna just really capitalize on that, I think.
yeah, just look at that bomb pressure that they're.
Yeah, that's Carly's bomb pressure, and also I think attributed to the Tentatet, who I believe was Cat Like You.
And yep, they're moving back a little bit. 2 down, not in the best position. Kit Kat is jumping in.
Cass hoping to get some picks with that Trizuka. That splashdown though is gonna make quick work of it. That's 2 down for Kit Catfish, 1 down for Octoreos.
Yeah.
Whoa! Ember just looking to change that so fast.
Are we gonna?
Oh my
ooh.
goodness!
I need to see an Ember spilled milk sniper duel this set. That's what I know.
Me too. Wow. This has been a bloodbath, and we're not even halfway into the
Oh,
game.
Kaz not able to get out in time. Carly gets the pick there, but immediately, ooh,
That could be a slight
Kit
lead advantage
Catfish
for Kit Catfish.
taking
There we
a
go.
slight lead.
That was a wonderful bomb placement from.
But here comes Tim with the brush from the top rope and gets 1 pick with it. Ooh,
There's a lot of splat bombs this match. It's hard to keep track of them all.
yeah, no, just both teams really leaning into the area pressure that bombs can play, especially Roboramen, a map with sort of 2 levels to it.
Yeah, I think this is a very splat bomb friendly map. There's a lot of like little choke points along the tower path. Ember just cannot find positioning with all those splat bombs coming her way.
Yep, and jumps out. Right move there. And
Seems like Kit Catfish is
Oh.
regrouped there. Oh, that
Oh.
reached!
I was like, that might be just high enough for Cass to stay safe there, but not quite.
Seems like Octoreos might be securing this checkpoint, especially with that well-timed bubble from Carly.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
man!
not
that
able
was-
to take the lead though. They break that checkpoint, which is gonna make comeback a little bit easier, but
We're over halfway down the game, and things are so even. 1 point difference.
yeah, Kit Catfish hanging on to their 1-point lead though.
Oh!
The reflexes.
Oh, that's Trizuka right there.
Looking to expand that lead a little
And
bit.
that tent umbrella is just so bulky.
And was that a Tim wipe? Was that our first Tim wipe?
That might have been a Tim White. It was hard to tell. There's a lot of stuff happening this match, but this is certainly a match to spectate because it's been so back and forth.
And yet they are just both teams looking to get some picks. Ooh, got a trade at the bottom there.
Tim just kind of holding it out
Ooh,
there.
like, just-
that was so nerve-wracking for
Just
Emra. Oh, and she manages to come back from that.
the precision of that bomb throw, like on the jump up, just knows exactly where to put that.
These are some skilled splat bomb users on Octoreos for sure. Oh,
Lavender there. Going for Kaz. Kaz using the tent as a shield.
Kaz's shield
Control
is
dog hunting
definitely
Lavender down.
making quick work of Octoreos. They're struggling, I think, to find a way to counter it. As seen here, Kaz just taking on a 2v1 and living.
Just whoa! Oh!
Kaz is a super jump fiend.
Yeah.
There was one moment in the previous match against Fuzzy Beaches where he was super jumping out, and once again, his super jumps are paying off.
Just watching the plays of like using both sides of the shield, both sides of the tent as a shield there.
King Catfish is struggling to hold on to their lead there.
Yeah.
Octoreos is pushing in with
Pushing
so
up,
many
Taking that clock
specials.
down a little bit.
I
two,
think this
two
might
down.
be a lead secured for Octoreos.
Yeah, no, that's a lead. That's a lead right there.
Oh man, Carly with those splat bombs and that bubble. Oh man.
10 seconds left. This might be it. Kit Catfish is gonna have to play the best between
This is
their
going to
lives.
be
if they're
a
gonna-
very... Oh, and it's a knockout, just barely. Well done, Octoreos.
Yeah, you love to see it. Two teams that are so evenly matched, so close. You know, at most of the match being only a couple points apart. And
Yeah, it wasn't until the end there that Octoreos just secured it. They went in with the tri-strikes, the whale, the splashdown, the splat bombs. They just had everything in their arsenal to utilize to come back from Kit Catfish's lead, and they pulled it off.
absolutely, definitely a close game. Definitely the type of game you just love to see.
Exactly. I think all the games are games we will love to see on this
Absolutely.
season of Ice Rink.
Well, what do you think the next game mode is going to be if you're on Kit Catfish? What plays to your strengths?
I think Kit Catfish could make use of Rainmaker again. That was the mode that they beat Fuzzy Peaches on, and I think Kaz is able to use that the new Cream Tentabella kit very effectively with the Toxic Mist, and then just having so much uptime with the Ink Refill with the Super Chumps. I could also see Kit Catfish going for Clam Blitz as well.
I'd love to see that.
Oh yeah, me too. I think that they are able to hold an area well again with Kaz's tent, but also we've seen some blaster players between Cat Like You and Control Dog with that able to just put up the bubble. So I think we could see a Clam Blitz match as well.
For sure. Well, we'll be finding out in just a second here what the Inkblot Rainmaker. So your first guess.
I'm on a roll today, I think.
I mean, you know the game better than I do, so I trust your judgment in that regard.
Well, I won't say no to that. So for Rainmaker, I do expect Kaz to bring out the Cream Tent. I think he might be coming around to it. I know everyone, tent and non-tent players alike, were kind of disappointed when that new kit was announced. But I think it's coming around to being like an unexpected fun kit to use.
For sure.
I know the Reflex Deco kit was one that I was very devastated at. I came around to it kind of, but if there's a chance for me to not play it, I won't. And I think Kaz is trying to make it work in a way that I wasn't trying to with Reflex Deco. So I think it'll be a nice new kit for Kaz to experiment with. For Inkblot Rainmaker, I think Embra will also have a nice time being a charger player on Inkblot. There's a lot of nice snipe perches, I think. And I think also blasters will have a nice time on Rainmaker. A Cat Like You goes for a blaster again, or even a Dynamo Roller. Being able to just kind of camp under those ledges on Inkblot will be a very effective tool. Yeah.
Now I know Lavender does play the X-Blow. I feel like that's a weapon that's pretty solid for Inkblot.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of use to be able to kind of just flush people out from behind different like the stacks on Inkblot, and
for sure
just being able to make use of the ledges again.
Absolutely. It'll be an interesting thing to see. Both teams, once again, very strong. We saw Kit Catfish win their last set, but Octoreos taking the first round, so it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I'm interested to see everything this season, I think.
Ooh.
Whoa, we've got the new 96 Scal. I believe that's 96 Scal Claws kit. That has Angle Shooter, my favorite sub-weapon in the game, and Tactic Cooler as well. Yeah. So I'm excited to see how this match plays out. We've got not the Cream Tent from Kaz. I believe that's the vanilla kit with the Squid Beacons and Inkback. Inkback will be very nice for Rainmaker.
But I feel like with the different levels on a map like Inkblot, having those beacons at various parts of the map is going to be very helpful for Kit Catfish. Octoreos getting 2 early picks and getting that first dunk.
Octoreos is very good at capitalizing on knowing when they can make a push. Embra getting a nice pick there with that charger, but Tim on the Luna Blaster just able to keep it going. Oh no! That was a very unfortunate splat bomb for Lavender.
Ooh. Tim, jumping out, probably the best thing to do in that situation.
Definitely. That was a losing battle for sure. I think Kit Catfish can potentially make a comeback here. However, Octoreos is already kind of back at that first pedestal. They really know how to just keep their speed and cohesion as a unit. That was such a wonderful ink back from Kaz.
Kit Catfish getting that first dunk, both of them only a few handful of points behind, and I think that might be them taking the lead right there.
That's 3 down on the side of Octoreos. This is it for them.
Yep,
That was another ink back.
I heard run out of the corner. And
Man. Oh, I think there's 2 Inkfac weapons. They've got the Splat Charger and the Umbrella. I think Inkfac is their plan to win Rainmaker here, and it's so far working for Kit Catfish.
it's been working pretty good thus far. Still almost 3.5 minutes on the board though, so again, Rainmaker is a mode that can end very quickly, very suddenly. But Tim,
3 from Tim with that Luna Blaster and the hammer. Oh man. Oh, but weren't able to keep the paint up, and Control Dog was just sneakily waiting for that Rainmaker to show back up.
and both teams been back and forth right now. I see Lavender jumping in, but got like you. Ooh.
Spilt Milk just really taking an aggressive play there.
And that is the 96, so usually a more of a longer range shooter, but definitely still usable close range.
And we're trying to keep herself alive there, but unable to with that ink back against that gal. Octoreos has got a somewhat decent push there, but it seems as though
they were able to keep it in mid, but
I think they're just waiting for a better opportunity. And 2 down on the side of Kit Catfish, and oh, that was such a narrow jump out from Kaz there.
and Rainmaker's reset there. They popped the bubble, but aren't quite pushing just yet. Definitely looking for a few picks here before they feel confident enough to push forward through Kit Catfish's defenses.
I think that's a very smart play there. This is not a team that you want to rush against.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Very easy to get picked off from Embra with her charger, or be shielded out from Kaz's tent.
Ooh.
Oh man!
Ooh.
Nicely done with that
Gotta
hammer.
be feeling happy about that double there.
Embra,
They're
it's
going
all
for
up
it.
to her
They're
now.
going for it. But
That
the defense is ready.
back.
The defense is ready. That's not going to be
This
a
is
lead.
a very defensive team.
And it's just a bloodbath up there.
Man, Kit Catfish is a very defensive team. It is very difficult to break through those defenses, and Octoreos has been struggling with that throughout this match, I think.
And just look how quickly Kit Catfish was already making that push.
Yeah, but I think it did not pay off for them, as Octoreos can capitalize on it.
Did come back to bite them there. Embra
Yeah.
looking for a pick, gets pressured by the Rainmaker. They're going for it.
That push
there's a
was
lead.
wonderful. Oh, and there's the knockout. Wonderful job, Octoreos.
Like we said, Rainmaker, just a mode that can end so quickly. Once the team gets the momentum they're looking for, the momentum they want, they're able to just capitalize and push right through.
Yeah, I think Spilt Milk was doing a wonderful job in that last push there. What happened was she was able to kind of keep Embra away from looking at the Rainmaker, which then allowed for the rest of Octoreos to make a path for that Rainmaker and just dunk it on that pedestal. It was very interesting to see happen.
Absolutely. It's love to see it. Again, another 1-1 set. Kit Catfish, Octoreos. It'll be interesting to see who takes that last one.
This is the kind of thing that they have to put in sports movies to get people interested, is
Yep.
that like neck and neck, who's gonna beat it. But we just have this naturally happen on Ice Rink, which is a real treat.
Yep.
Pun kind of intended treat.
Yeah. Speaking of, you got any favorite candies, favorite snacks?
Everything.
Yeah, yeah.
I think ice cream would be a candidate for my favorite food.
Okay, what flavor though?
Everything.
Okay.
I will say I've taken a real liking to cinnamon flavored ice cream in this past little
Ooh,
while.
okay.
Things like a snickerdoodle flavor for ice cream. There's a place here that has you add your own toppings for free and stuff. I had a cinnamon flavored ice cream with score bits.
Ooh, oh, okay.
It was very good. So I haven't been there since, but I need to go back. I might go there for dessert after today. Yes, exactly. It's from there. It's a delightful treat. Now I really need to go back to that place.
Yeah. It's summer, even though our weather the last couple days has been decidedly less than summerish, but
Yeah, I think it's a nice change though. I am kind of over the smoky, dry heat that is the summers here.
it's as the swamps resident, summer enjoyer / winter despiser. I will take any day above 30 that I can get.
We are opposite here. I would so much rather have a minus 30 day than a plus 30 day.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's
Well, you're happy because you get 10 months of them, and so you can let me have my 2 weeks where we get nice weather.
You know what? I think that was a good bargain. I think I'll let you have the 2 months here. I hope you enjoy your smoke and fire.
You know it. Looks like our next match, Tower Control on Museum. Going back to towers,
I think Octoreos... Oh, hold on. We've got... Octoreos took that first game. It's actually not a 1-to-1 here. So this is seeing if Kid Catfish can just take a game off of Octoreos. Octoreos had that last second push towards the very end on Robo Robin.
Oh, right. Yes.
It was a near...
They're
like...
both super close.
Yeah.
Octoreos has come back come back from behind twice now.
That is my mistake. I called that incorrectly.
We'll do justice on your name, Octoreos. Don't worry. Though I think they can do that for themselves. As
Yeah, they
for their history.
have proven in the last couple matches that they are more than capable of showing up for themselves.
Yeah, they can break through Kid Catfish's defense, and I think Tower Control will be the mode to let them do that as well. I don't know how much you're aware on the paths of special charge mechanic in Splatoon, but Tower Control is the mode where whatever team is riding the tower gets a little bit more special charge, and I think Octoreos is able to use that really well. Thinking back to Robo Roman, they had that first check that they cleared using all of their specials, and they had specials again towards the end. So it'll be interesting to see how special coordination goes for both of these teams.
Yeah, both teams looking to secure mid. Lavender goes down, gets a pincer between Kaz and Cat Like You there.
And we have the chump kit from the tent, so I'm excited to see those little funky little guys on the map. I think we've also got super chumps on the Dynamo as well. So this is an interesting match that'll play out here. That was quick.
Clean.
That was clean. That was quick. Spilt Milk showing her very aggressive and just skirmisher abilities in the Tetris.
Yep.
That's 2 down again on Kit Catfish. Potentially 3 here. They broke through that shield. That's 3 down for Kit Catfish. They've got to regroup here and try and take it back from Octoreos if they want to secure a lead.
Yeah, it is interesting seeing Spilt Milk play something frontline. I'm more used to seeing her in a long range setting.
Horror memories of her on Tetris, so this doesn't surprise me nearly as much. I think Kit Catfish is still just trying to find their footing here. They've got 25 points left for Octoreos. I think this might be a very clean sweep for Octoreos.
Yeah, Octoreos has just been able to consistently keep pressure on Kit Catfish and has made it incredibly difficult for them to just push back against their aggression. Ambra getting a very important pick there, so that's going to be...
This might be their chance for Kit Catfish to make a comeback. They've got 1 ink back special here that they can try and put to use. Ambra trying to go for some picks here.
And again, just a little bit...
There's that one.
There it is.
And there's 1 down on the side of Kit Catfish
Lavender
as well. These teams are so neck and neck.
That's big. That's pretty big. And knows Embra's up there, knows Embra's going to be watching that tower.
Lavender just keeping that tower at that area. She doesn't want it to start traveling back to mid, and so she's trying to keep it there, just touching it every now and then so that it doesn't retreat back to mid.
And both teams back and forth down in just off the platform there.
Octoreos have held such an aggressive push against Kit Catfish.
Ooh, the
Kraken was too big to fit through.
Just getting sized out there just a little bit. Caught in the corner there. Spilt Milk going for control all dog. They trade.
Unfortunately, I don't think it was a trade that Kit Catfish needed. I think they need more kills and less trades.
Yep.
There's one.
Just...
It's interesting seeing Tim making quick use of the splash wall kit for Paintbrush as well. I think he's been a menace this match as well.
Absolutely.
Ooh, that was a looking death right in the eye, Ember was. Oh my goodness. That's 2 down for Octoreos. 3 down. Kid Catfish has got to quickly take back mid and get that paint up. It's looking still pretty purple on the map there.
But yeah, just even, especially with such a strong sniper on Kid Catfish, Octoreos using those, Tim specifically using those splat walls to just block off some of those sight lines, even if a little bit.
Yeah, even if it doesn't prevent so much damage, it keeps the paint up for Octoreos, and that's what I've been noticing a lot this match. They've got such heavy paint control that it makes it very hard for Kit Catfish to work around it. And Spilt Milk going in for that Reef Slider. Can she get a kill?
Behind.
Oh,
Nope.
That's
Overextends just a little bit.
All of my Reef Sliders go.
Yeah, nope. That is.
That's 3 down. Is it going to be a wipeout? Man, Carly's just holding on there. A delayed wipe.
Able to make that wipe a little bit more palatable with the trade there.
Yeah, I'm seeing lots of purple on the map. I think this might be the chance for Kit Catfish to make a comeback, but they've got to really push forward and keep that paint up. We'll see if Control Dog's Kraken will be able to make something happen here.
And looking for Tim, but Tim just staying out of the way, not letting Control Dog get any value out of that Kraken there.
That's 2 down on the side of Kit Catfish. It's not looking good for them to secure a lead over Octoreos.
Yep.
3 down, and that's a wipeout. Octoreos have had such a aggressive and paint output. Oh man.
Less than 10 seconds left on the board. Octoreos with a pretty solid paint control of the tower. This looks like it's gonna be they're going for but
that
not
was a
quite.
Second wipeout. Man, Octoreos have such offensive pressure.
Absolutely, and just the consistency of that pressure, just everything Kid Catfish was throwing at, they were able to, like, all right, we're going to take a hit or two, but we're going to keep pushing forward through it.
Yeah, I think they were really good at, like, knowing when to back off, give them a little bit of space so that Octoreos can push back even harder, have a bit more specials, letting Kid Catfish waste some of theirs, and just kind of overall held the ground. There was a lot of paint control for Octoreos, so
absolutely.
That is a 3-0 set for them, and I think that they worked very hard for it.
Yep, they didn't get it for free, that's for sure, though.
No, definitely not for free. These games were very neck and neck, and I think towards the last one, I think Kid Catfish was just struggling to find options to get around the offense of Octoreos.
Absolutely. We are going to take a short break while we get our next round set up. We'll be back with you soon.
Hello, everyone. I am not in frame.
You're not in frame?
Yeah, I gotta move over.
Welcome to the frame.
Yep.
It's a good
I gotta
frame.
move back. Yeah. You were commenting on how nice this screen is that we're looking at right now.
You guys can't see it.
No.
What if I just picked it up?
Yeah, pick up the. Yeah.
It's a good screen.
Yeah, it's high quality 4K. You should know. You're the 4K
It doesn't
guy.
look like 4K.
You spent like $1,000 on a 4K display the other day for Mario Kart World.
The other day, yeah.
I mean, the other day was 2 weeks ago.
The other day when the Switch 2 came out.
Yeah. So I played on it. It was good. I played Rainbow Road for the first time on the new 4K display.
Spoilers. Rainbow Road's in that game? I didn't know that.
There was literally a newspaper article about it.
Well, I didn't see that.
Oh, okay.
I'm not subscribed to Mario Kart Weekly.
You know, Nintendo Power Magazine.
Oh, well, I'm
Now
not
you're playing
subscribed to
with
that
Power.
either.
Yeah, you can't. It's not. It doesn't exist anymore. They had the Nintendo Power podcast, and it's not nearly as good.
Okay.
They canceled the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
they
they canceled the podcast? I wonder why.
Cancelled.
Yeah.
L plus ratio, as the kids say.
Yeah. So we are going to be watching some teams play some games,
It's true. I heard that they're playing Splatoon today.
which is kind of weird because like a bunch of other games just came out recently, and we're still here playing Splatoon.
Yeah, what the heck?
What's
Why
up
are we
with
playing
that?
Mario Kart?
Yeah, or Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome
Or,
Tour.
yeah, competitive welcome tour.
Honestly, you could play some of those games competitively.
What do you think would be your favorite welcome tour minigame?
Favorite
To play
or
competitively.
okay to play competitively. So I haven't played all of them yet, but I think the one with the Nintendo Switch 2 camera that you played the other day.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Would be the
that
best
one was
one.
utterly humiliating. I have to be okay. For
Yeah,
those
describe
of you,
the
For
experience.
those of you who don't know, the Nintendo Switch 2 camera connects to Switch 2 welcome tour, and it'll put up like a emoji on the screen, like a custom emoji, and it's like recreate this face. And it was just like the most humiliating phase of all time. Like I just lost all of my dignity trying to win that game. Everyone was watching.
Yep.
I will not be recreating it here.
For those at home, it was the it's a face featured in many like erotic Japanese manga fiction.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, with a word that starts with A that we're not going to say on Twitch because I don't know if we can.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can picture it.
Yeah.
I will not.
Picture Rowan's face doing that.
I will
That's
not
what
be
he has to do
picturing
that.
it for you, but you feel free to picture it yourself.
Yeah,
if
so
you
that
want to.
I think that one would be the best one to play like competitively in like a competitive environment. That or the finger twister one where you're like trying to fit all of your fingers on the
I have
screen
not
at
played
once.
that one.
That one is miserable. I almost dislocated my ring finger doing it.
Okay.
What was your best experience with Mario Kart Welcome Tour? Mario Kart Welcome Tour. Mario Kart Tour. What's your best track?
Mario Kart Tour
On the phone.
I have not played Mario Kart Tour.
F tier
I've
situation.
Are you saying the game's F tier or I'm F tier for not playing it?
Both.
Okay. I only know the ones that are in the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game. Also,
For the Nintendo Switch Family Systems. Yeah, that
I feel
was.
like I just had a hallucination. What was that?
Yeah. Welcome Tour. What's your favorite minigame so far?
I've played like maybe 2 of them.
Okay.
I played the one on the 4K monitor where you have to find the moving pixels.
I actually really enjoy that one.
That one's pretty fun. It's hard.
Is it?
I need the names of the
Oh, my name is also wrong on there.
Oh, these names?
There's not enough N's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
String things.
BANANNA. So there needs to be a double.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, so it's close. There's the correct amount of N's. You're just in the wrong spot.
That's better.
You know what? That's acceptable. We'll accept that. Yeah, that's good.
Anyways, did you know that we're playing Splatoon today?
We are.
And
We
there
are
are
playing.
teams?
There are teams, and those teams are the teams that will be playing with us today.
Yeah. Believe it or not, there are teams.
Yeah,
and they will be playing.
Fuzzy Peaches.
Fuzzy Beaches.
Beaches.
They have this really cool guy on it. I can't quite remember his name. But
Oh, right,
starts with
yeah.
a P and ends with an Uddle Duck.
Right, I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, so we have the Hatsune Miku like stick, so Rowan can cheer for his team color.
Let me
whatever team
predict
it is.
the color.
Okay, you're gonna predict the color.
I predict.
You gotta
wait,
press the middle button first.
I pressed it.
No, you gotta hold down the middle button.
I'm pressing and holding.
There
Oh,
we go. There we go.
I predict
What color do you think?
green.
That's red.
I predict purple.
That's Hatsune Miku colored.
Wait, is that what the color is called?
To me,
Do you think you could go into like a Home Depot to like the paint section and be like, "Can I get the Hatsune Miku color?" Would they?
I was in Home Depot yesterday. I could have done it.
I wonder what percentage.
I'm gonna try that out now for you.
Yeah,
I'll
I was just
live
curious
stream
if
it to you directly.
How many Home Depot employees know who Hatsune Miku is?
This is the data that like the Facebook like data scraper should be collecting, not like our like addresses or our locations. How many Home Depot employees are aware of Hatsune Miku's existence?
Yeah.
It's a finite integer, and I want to know what that number is.
Yeah, we're gonna find out before the next LAN, so we can talk about it on stream.
Okay, so are we doing like Calgary locations, Alberta locations, Canada, or worldwide?
I don't know if it's feasible to go larger than like Calgary.
Okay, well, how many Home
Unless,
Depot?
I don't know. Are you traveling between now and then?
Not really, no.
Okay, I don't think I am either.
Okay. So we'll do Calgary, the Calgary and Airdrie, because we can do that. If there's a Home Depot in Lethbridge, we can get Kaz to do that one.
Yep. Yeah, if you guys at home feel like contributing to the cause, go to your local Home Depot.
Ask every employee there, and make sure you get like their
This color.
Yeah. What color is it? If they say anything other than Hatsune Miku, they're incorrect, and you write a big X across their name.
Oh,
All right,
we're
we are starting right
we're
now.
Starting the game.
All right, well, you pick. I think you picked the right color.
No.
No.
Wait.
No.
I did not.
Okay, you gotta pick purple.
Kind of close.
'Kay.
Well, no. This is the green one.
Okay. So yeah, you're pretty close. Pretty close. All right, so we are on Robo Ramen in tower control.
You know what? Okay.
I can do it for you.
Okay, thank you.
There. Now you can cheer for your team accurately. All right. The teams are
Oh yeah, team colors are swapped.
All right, so we need to keep commentating. There's doing an announcement in the physical room
Yeah.
right now.
We've got. Oh my gosh, that is an early almost wipe.
Triple kill or something, Call of Duty reference.
Let's go, Ray. Get that tower down.
Yeah, I'm gonna rely on you.
Never mind. Just kidding.
Yeah. I'm gonna rely on you for good commentary because I actually can't remember how to commentate like gameplay properly.
That's okay. I have done it maybe once.
Okay, so we've got an extra.
No. I've done it more than once.
Okay, Ray has gone down. Foam
has
is
gone down.
cracking.
Slight early push there, but nothing that they can't come back from.
58, good number.
That is a good number.
What's your favorite number? Just let's ignore the whole game and just talk about numbers now.
You know what? I'm a big fan of just 2.
2?
Straight up 2.
That's good. Well, that is how many kills that someone got in this game at one point. I was really 2 people are down on Fuzzy Beaches right now. So
2, yeah.
Well, 3 are down now.
Well, that's
so.
not good because
No.
it's my team. Okay, the push is actually continuing here. Saturn pushing up with the what is that? Is that a machine? It is.
That's not a sloshing machine. That's just a regular slosher bucket.
Yes, you're right. I was on the other team.
Ah, okay. So the bomb gets a hit splat with the bomb.
Nice.
Spray
They're 3
splat.
down. Now bomb is gonna have to push up into mid here.
They lost the tower, but it's moving towards mid.
It's struggling to get up that wall.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Getting no Saturn.
Not quite a
splats
trade.
Matt.
But the tower is making its way back to mid.
Music Glory splats Melly. Gets the missiles out. Best special in the game.
That's good.
That's a
Those
lot.
landed at the same time.
That was some good coordination. Strider is down. Melly is
nice.
down.
Okay, Sour Patch Kids goes 3 down. Okay.
All right,
Now is the time
points
to take that
on
tower.
the board. Here comes
that
the Kraken.
Could cause some chaos.
Chaos Kraken time.
Chaos Kraken time.
Yeah. Kraken is gone.
All right.
Got no splats.
Tower ever so slightly pushed out of mid and see if they can capture this checkpoint here. Not quite. Unless?
Maybe, possibly. Or they put their Minecraft bed next to yours, Rowan.
What?
All right. You don't know what I'm talking about. That's what the unless comes from. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like,
wait, no, I know.
Can I put your Minecraft bed in? Haha, just kidding. Unless.
Yeah, I know about that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, missiles are pushing them away. There is a push happening here.
Yeah. Past checkpoint 2. We're still
Sid
going.
remains on tower. Lead is but a few points away.
Less than 10 points away.
Sour Patch
4,
goes
3,
2
2,
down.
1.
Oh my god.
Oh, 1 point away.
away.
Oh no,
Come on,
Rage
get on,
no.
get on. No.
Oh, impossible. There's a Booyah Bomb coming
it's possible. This push is not dead quite yet.
in. They took the tower. I feel weird, like, you're rooting for your one team specifically, and I'm trying not to do the same thing, but...
No, you can. It's fine. You can just root just as hard for the other team.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a good point. Go purple team. They're losing, unfortunately, now.
Oh, wait,
so-
lead. I didn't notice.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I think they... Oh, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's happening.
Okay, well, 1 minute and 40 seconds left with 8 points left for the Beaches. That's going to be somewhat difficult for Sour Patch to come back. But
I think they can do it.
I think
Because you seem happy and overconfident, and that's bad.
all I said is it's hard for them to come back. Yeah, you're right. I'm ecstatic.
Well, I mean, you should be.
Oh,
It's
okay.
your
Well,
team.
they actually did go 3 down, so
Uh-oh.
this could be bad news bears.
Yeah. You gotta wave your baton
Oh, yeah,
way
yeah.
more.
Maybe, can they see
Even
that?
though you can't see it on stream, I don't think they noticed.
Dude, turn around.
Yeah, yeah. Stop looking at the game.
Oh,
wave
yeah.
it.
Woo.
Yeah. You almost hit me in the face with that.
I'm so sorry, but I wouldn't have been if it hit you.
Yeah, I didn't think so. All right, through the grate we go.
Okay, well, they actually are coming back.
Yeah,
like,
this-
in a very strong way here.
Yeah, here comes.
Sour Patch is 2 down, but the push is not dead. They have jumps coming
They're
in.
I don't know.
17 points. They do have 1 more checkpoint to clear there.
44 seconds remaining.
Fuzzy Beaches has a few specials on deck. If they need to, they can pop them to defend.
See, I prefer the Sweet Life on Deck, the TV show.
Yeah.
I don't actually. That show's pretty bad. So I'm just doing word associations now because I can't think of anything to say related to the gameplay. Ooh, 3 down
Yeah,
for
I feel
Sour
like I'm
Patch
talking
Squids.
to like an AI chat a lot. I'm like trying to give commentary. You're just like, oh yeah, you heard about Sweet something or other?
Sweet Life on Deck starring
Life on
Zach
Deck.
and Cody, Dylan and Cole Sprouse, good guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways.
Yeah, 10 seconds left.
in the game. Fuzzy Beaches is looking like they're gonna take the dub, but Sour Patch has to take tower right now, and they are not quite able
So Fuzzy
to.
Beaches wins.
Fuzzy Beaches wins.
So yeah, you gotta get your thing there. Woo! Good for you. I'm so happy for you. Good job. All right.
Thank you.
So we're going to be moving on to another map and another stage.
They got more of those.
Maps and stages are synonyms. I was supposed to say mode,
Oh wait, yeah.
but that's okay.
They got modes and also game modes as well.
Yeah. Well, if you want to help out though, you can like. So Wii U had like the 5-player mode, right? So certain games had like 5-player.
Yes.
You could play it once. So I brought the Atari 2600 controller, so you can help control your team
Is that how that
from
works?
afar. Well,
How does it attach?
it's wireless.
Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
it's wireless.
And what does it
Bluetooth.
do?
So you know how in like Super Mario Brothers U you can like tap the screen to like
create the
blocks. So you can do that with the Atari 2600 controller there. So just tap the touch screen.
I have 2 degrees of freedom here.
Yeah.
In a 3-dimensional game.
Well, that's what the button's for.
This is the Z-axis?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're either on it or off of it.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, so watch out next match for those blocks.
Yeah, to appear.
New Super Mario Bros. U blocks.
In Splatoon 3.
In Splatoon 3, yeah.
They
actually added that to the latest update.
Yeah, that might be a Switch 2 exclusive thing. I don't know. I completely forgot.
Well, isn't the setup Switch is a Switch 2, isn't it?
No, but the one we're playing on right there is a Switch 1. It's an OLED Switch 1.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm sorry for everyone.
So I can control the other setup, which you guys can't see.
Yeah, but you're not connected to that one right now. You need to like take it. You need to take it apart and like mess around with the electronics inside of it to like get it to work right.
Oh man, he's just ripping that thing apart.
Yeah. So
it's a good thing we switched away from the screen because this is graphic. Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, see, good as new.
Yeah,
You guys didn't have to see the guts of this thing.
There we go. So yeah, this is the Atari 2600 controller from the latest video that I made for this LAN.
Yep.
Very happy with how that one turned out. I think it turned out very well. Minus I forgot to include the date on the CRT screen, so you just can.
I think all of the text was perfectly on the screen.
Oh, true.
Times,
yeah.
And you didn't have to edit anything.
No, it's totally not. Yeah. So if you haven't seen it yet, it will be right there in the corner. Where is the thing? It'd be right there. Yeah, corner
Don't touch
there.
it.
Yeah, it'll be there. Not on Twitch, on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll get to see it. If you're on Twitch, what are you doing? Watch it on YouTube. It's way better.
Yeah, Twitch viewers, get out of here.
All right, we're starting match number 2.
Don't actually get out of here, please.
Yeah, we need viewers. We desperately want to get sponsored by all those scammy companies, so get more money.
Yeah.
All right, so you are.
Oh wait,
orange.
it's actually fuzzy peach colored.
Oh, nice. There we go. There's orange.
Okay, it's orange.
Yeah, you're waving it. You can't see it, viewers, but it is now.
It's orange.
The Hatsune Miku wand is now
to the
orange.
best of my knowledge, it is orange. I am colorblind, so.
You're only partially colorblind. I actually
you didn't
don't
see me
know.
before doing the red and green thing?
I thought that was a bit.
It wasn't a bit.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
All right, the bomb. It is hammer time for the bomb.
Oh my gosh, they just barely avoided that tri-strike there. Well, how is Matt alive right now? That's crazy.
He is not.
I should open my mouth. I'm sorry, Matt.
He'll never forgive you now.
That's true.
I'll make sure to tell him. All right, it is Kraken time.
Kraken is pretty nice on Rainmaker because he can just share the same space as the Rainmaker. Nobody can shoot it.
Exactly.
Okay, both teams approach the checkpoint, but neither have cleared it quite yet.
73-74, so it is pretty even right now. About as even as you can get.
Oh, here comes
hammer time.
Another hammer.
Is that
going to do anything? Oh my god.
Oh,
very nice stop by Foam there.
And then getting the double there. And now it is Kraken time
Heavy
again.
putting in some work here.
That used to be my main actually when Splatoon 3 came out, was the heavy splatling. Just the base one though.
It's a good weapon.
And then people figured out how to shoot me from afar.
Really chasing Ray. Ray able to make it out. Unless, oh my gosh. Look at this jet. The pressure being applied here.
So 73-71, still fairly even, but Sour Patch
checkpoint has been broken here.
Yeah.
But still, 71-73. It's anyone's game at this point.
You having the like orange thing to like know which team is what color actually is really helpful.
Oh well, I'm glad.
Yeah.
Here, I'll just put it right here.
Even though there's like the thing in the top left corner that tells me, for some reason the light one in real life. Yeah.
That's boring.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. See, now we got that. Yeah. So. All right. I think we missed a cool play actually.
No, surely not. Surely not.
That's okay.
Okay, yeah, here we go.
Yeah, here's the push.
Leading the way, but the Lucia-matic, just waiting for them to push up a little bit too far, taking out that Rainmaker.
They did get a few points on the board, though.
That is true, yeah, 59. It's not a ton, but it could be enough.
Yeah, if the match stays where it is and stalemate, then blue team will win.
Glory has special on deck. I think, yeah, here we go. Missile to all 4, it looks like.
You keep saying on deck, and I'm like, sweet life is like in Cody time.
Yep, that's what I was talking about.
All right. Was that a double there? I didn't know. I just saw it happen there.
Here we go. Okay, there's the checkpoint. Fuzzy Beaches does go one down, but they only have a few more points to get lead. But it looks like Pop is going in favor of Sour Patch Squids.
Melee pushing up a little bit. About to have Inkjet fairly shortly. Avoid that curling bomb. Those are never fun to die to. Alright.
Jet ready here.
Yeah, they fly now, as the guy in Star Wars said.
Guy in Star Wars.
Yeah. Was it Finn McMissile? No, that's the guy from Cars 2.
I think it was Poe Dameron. I wish I didn't know that.
Oh, right. You are completely correct. Well, I think both of them say they fly now, like back and forth to each other.
They fly now?
They fly now.
Oh man, do we have to say that every time an Inkjet shows up?
I think so.
Oh, whoa, Kraken jump scare.
Yeah. Alright, foam with the Kraken again. So we have had no numbers change on the board in the
Numbers
past
have not changed in a
40
while.
seconds.
There is a little over a minute left with Starpack with a slight lead. Fuzzy Beaches needs to get a push here. A decent push. Doesn't need to be crazy, but
Just up that ramp, and I think they got it.
or up that wall there even.
Yeah.
Anything could work.
Press Y if
Slider
you
is-
like to booyah your team. That's what the graffiti says there.
Oh, well, heck yeah.
Oh yeah, where's the Y? Press the Y button on the Atari controller?
Yeah. The button that corresponds to the Z axis.
Yeah. Oh, no, wait, we gotta change the joystick
Right.
for the Y button.
All right.
Today is my birthday, that's what the other graffiti says, so happy birthday to that person.
These are important things that we should be calling out
Yeah.
in that game.
Ooh, was that a triple?
Okay, Fuzzy Beaches is 3 down, maybe 4. Okay, wait. Oh, no. Okay, that wipe is going to be pretty devastating. There's only 30 seconds left in the match.
Yeah, and
Fuzzy Beaches
Sour Patch
needs to come back.
Squids is pushing up there. They don't even need to get any points on the board, they just need to
They can just hold it. Okay, they do go 1 down on either side.
Yeah, Matt takes...
It's
the
going to be an
bomb takes-
uphill battle, especially with Saturn here just waiting to see
Yeah,
if anyone
and he has the
pushes the Rainmaker.
tri-strikes. Yeah, here they come.
All they have to do is wait. There's no point in picking up the Rainmaker at this
No.
point. Oh, but manages to get 1, manages to get 2.
And that's the game.
That's the game.
Okay, so here, give me
Rip
this
Fuzzy
thing.
Beaches.
I gotta change this, so... Hold on, there we go.
Hey, you
Yeah!
switched to orange for me. Thank you.
That's blue.
Oh, dang it. Okay, so that's 1-1, I believe,
Yeah,
right?
1-1. So we're
1-1.
doing...
We got 1 left for those keeping track at home.
Yeah. And I was gonna say something, and then I completely blanked.
Hey, you know what? It happens.
Yeah.
To commentators only.
Yeah. I sometimes I feel like I should, like, you know, when I was younger, I was like, I could do the hockey commentator on like those like ESPN sports games, and now actually having to do commentary, I don't think I could do it. Like,
It's not easy.
Yeah, like at least the numbers are like big on the back of their shirts.
Well, you should probably you can just talk about the Meavers posts in the
Oh yeah, in the NHL
hockey
games.
stadium,
Yeah, of course.
Well, could you imagine if they just had that?
That would be great. I mean, I feel like at some point there must have been like a Twitter promotion or something where they like showed tweets about hockey.
Yeah,
like,
I can imagine
on
that
the
would
boards.
have been taken down pretty quickly.
Well, no, they would have been like moderated. They would have like handpicked them and then pasted them.
Actually, wait. One time, I think I was watching I was watching X Games with my brother, and they had a thing where you could like tweet out, like at X Games or whatever,
Yep.
and then they would like run through it and pick it, and like some of them would show up on stream.
Oh,
And so
cool.
my brother and I, we would like try to just like make up the most like generic possible, like the snow is sure looking powdery today, or like something super lame that like somebody would pick, and it worked.
That's
Like,
great.
We got on TV. It was awesome.
Oh, it's very funny. So make sure on our new Bluesky account, make
Yes.
sure to DM us or like make a post and at us. The snow is sure looking powdery today.
Yeah, DM us your very just like
Most generic thoughts
completely
ever.
like safest possible thing. Like
Yeah.
literally 0 people in the world would find it
Yeah.
remotely
Yeah.
interesting. even.
And if we find it extremely boring, we will repost it.
yeah, or we'll put it on stream next.
Or put it on stream
We'll
next
be
time.
like, yeah.
All right, what are we getting now? So
We got
Splat Zones on Flounder Height. Your
Zones,
favorite,
Flounder.
your
Who picked
favorite
this?
map.
Who picked
We were
this?
literally discussing this earlier.
Wait, we just lost that match, so my team kind of. I think I have to leave. I think I have to leave this team for picking Zones Flounder.
Oh, but Zones
Okay.
Flounder is my favorite.
You
I
know
love
what?
Flounder Heights.
I'm not gonna judge until I see how this game goes, but
Okay.
I would rather
You're-
die.
I can, look, I don't know if I can help with that.
Okay.
Can you make the face of the one that
The welcome tour?
Oh, I'm not making that face. not a chance.
Did you know the Egyptians knew how to make the one with their face?
I did not.
That's what it's called now. I love that.
The welcome to her face.
The welcome to her face.
Yep.
Oh, so they did.
Whoa! Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
that's incredible.
I mean, the eyes aren't rolled back enough though for when we're wanted to do it.
Yeah, no, it was literally that. They had me like open my mouth, tongue out, eyes rolled back. That was terrible.
All right, your team is now purple, so I'm gonna get your thing
okay.
up. All right, purple time.
Wait, no, this is not. We're orange again. We're orange again.
You're orange again. Well, I'm gonna be purple anyway.
No, I'm not. I can't touch that.
Oh, okay. Put it off objectively. All right, so so orange is now winning. Good for them.
Okay, yep, Cap, 98 points. You know what? I think they can probably defend that lead for the rest of the game.
I think so too. As long as they like stick
Oh my gosh,
together.
they're going even more? Wow, that's crazy.
Go beyond plus ultra, as the anime boys say.
Mm-hmm.
You know what show I'm talking about.
Yep, I know all about anime.
Yeah.
Naruto, you ever heard of that?
I keep forgetting you actually don't know anything about anime.
No, I really don't.
Like, for some reason, you seem like the most typical like anime fan, and you're just not. And it's kind of weird.
That's the most hurtful thing you've ever said to me.
I'm sorry. I mean, is it as hurtful as when I told someone they looked like the know-it-all kid from the Polar Express?
That's also pretty hurtful.
I meant it as a compliment, and he took it so badly, and I'm like, oh no, I've made this man sad.
No. Oh wait, what was the thing we were supposed to say?
They fly now.
Oh, they fly now, right.
They fly now.
Okay, well,
so
it goes back to Sour Patch.
Yeah, they did not hold that lead for the entire match, unfortunately, for them.
Dang it, I really thought they had.
Yeah, with their 2 points.
Their 2 points?
Well, they've gotten 5 points now, so that's good. But Sour Patch Squids are knocking down. Foam gets taken down.
Matt lives.
Lost
and
control.
manages to take one of the zones.
Bunch of auto bombs going on zones.
Behind. Have they seen him? I don't think they have.
Oh, they took control.
Reverse cap, very nice.
All right. Music coming in. Your team lost. I can say your team, I guess now. It's kind of weird to say.
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah, so your team is currently losing.
Okay, well, you didn't have to say it like that.
But then when your team is winning, you can say they're currently winning.
That's true. But
yeah.
Okay, you
Yeah.
have to say that though. Once they win.
Once they win. Well, if they win.
Once they win.
Okay. Oh, they fly now. Someone's flying now.
Oh, they fly now?
They fly now. This bit is gonna get old real fast.
Saturn really just saw that coming a mile away.
They played Persona 5 Royale and they did see it coming.
Yep.
They should have scanned the Joker from Persona 5 Amiibo. That would have helped them see that coming.
Wait, but isn't the whole thing about Joker that you'll never see it coming?
Well, yeah. So if you scan the Joker from the Joker Amiibo, it'll help you see that coming, because he sees it coming.
Oh, okay, I see.
Because he's the one doing the attack.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think there might be some holes in this logic, but I'll accept it for now. Also, this game is, wow, 20 points
not
left.
going well for Fuzzy Beaches right now.
Fuzzy Beaches, wow, almost like they shouldn't have picked Flounder Zones or something.
Is that a hint of sarcasm I detect in your voice, Rowan?
Hey, you know what? I'm sure there was a vision there. Okay,
I mean,
it ain't over.
Yeah,
it's not over.
It's not
they
over.
fly now, I heard they can fly now.
Well, they're no longer flying.
Okay, Sour Patch.
Oh no, your
now.
team is flying now.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh, you're in control. Yeah, there you
there's
go.
a long way to go, but this game is not over yet.
Yeah. Oh, there's
90 points.
more Miiverse posts. I'm trying to read them and I can't see them because they're moving too fast. Sid, slow down. We're trying to read.
Sid, can you look to the left for us?
Yeah, oh, thank you. I was too excited.
That was so weird. Maybe we really are controlling the game.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great. But your team is doing quite well, actually. You know, they heard you complaining about them, and they're like, we can't let Rowan get disappointed.
They're locking in right now.
They're locking in. They're not locked in, but they're locking in.
They're in the process of locking in.
Yeah.
Man, if this works, I'm gonna be so excited.
Yeah.
Here comes the Kraken with 2 more.
Oh,
okay, one down. One down. Can I get another? There's 2 down.
You know, the comeback kids. I'm kind of rooting for them now.
Yes.
Oh,
keep it going.
they fly now.
So close. Okay. Get the cat back.
Oh, their other team's flying now.
Come on, 13, 12.
Oh my goodness.
Get it.
9.
No.
Oh no.
Cap it.
Oh, here comes Melly.
Yes.
Oh,
okay,
snap.
There's lead. And is it gonna KO? Maybe not.
Oh, this is very, very close.
Okay.
58. That's...
Okay, lead is huge, though. Lead is huge.
Yeah.
30 seconds left. All we need to do is recap.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
You know what? I should have never doubted them.
Yeah. Well, I'm still doubting them a little bit.
Yeah, there actually is still some room for doubt, but at the same time...
They're in a better position than they were a little while ago.
This is true.
They flew then, and they're flying now.
Yeah. Okay, here comes the
Oh yeah, there's the cap.
splashdown. Okay. With
Man,
13
this
seconds
is
left on the board.
crazy.
This is so intense. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Okay, if it's
Oh no, they're 3 down. But okay, just
it's 1-1. They're
And-
flying now.
oh, that's
Aim.
game. Oh, let's
That
go.
was crazy. Oh yeah, you got your.
Woo, 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 woo. Let's go, Fuzzy Beaches. You know what? I'm sorry for doubting you on Flounder Zones. I should
You
have known.
never doubt on Flounder
You
Zone.
were cooking the whole time, and
Yeah.
I couldn't see the vision. So you know what? I really hope they don't watch this back.
I'll make sure. This is gonna be one of the high. Oh, you're editing the highlights though, so you can.
Oh. No, I'm gonna include it.
Yeah, okay, this is a good story arc for you.
It was. You
Yeah.
know what? I feel like I grew a lot,
Yeah.
and
Now you love Flounder Heights.
now
It's your Flounder
I'm
Heights
number
zones.
one Flounder Zones
Yeah,
fan.
yeah. It's your favorite. It's your favorite map mode combination.
It's my favoriteest ever.
Yeah. Well, I think that's it. I think we can wrap up the whole land now.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
That's
all we need.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
We won, guys. We won. That's what that means, right? You win one set and you win the whole thing.
Well, on Flounder Heights zones.
Oh yeah, Flounder Zone specifically, then yeah. Yeah, if you
But
win in the game, you win in
if you
real life.
die in the game, you die in real life.
Wait, so what does that mean for the other team? We should probably cut to commercial.
Yeah, let's get to commercial. Hello, everyone.
back.
I am here again. I am joined by Joel, spelled differently.
Yep.
My name is spelled the same as last time, but it is also spelled differently than it normally is spelled.
Excellent.
Gotta say his name the way it's spelled. There's a specific way to spell it.
Joel!
Yes. Hello.
No problem.
Right here.
Yeah, I did it. All right, so we are going to be seeing a set of matches.
Yep, absolutely. We got Frye's Krispies. First time we've seen them on stream today. Going up against Sour Patch Squids, who I believe they were on.
They were on stream before.
Okay.
I think so.
Yep.
I'm looking at this list. I've seen these names before.
Yep. You certainly have.
Yeah.
Definitely interesting set. The last one. You
Yeah, we had a lot of fun over there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah. Well, it's very interesting. I had a new experience being in comms with someone who's on the team that you're like watching, and they were very, very biased, and it was very fun.
No, we love the bias. We love the toxicity. We love the venom that comes out when a situation like that happens. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was very funny because when the final match of zones on Flounder Heights came out, Rowan was like, "Oh, we've lost," and he was upset because his team picked it.
Yeah.
Because literally, like 20 minutes before I got on comms with him, we were talking about that mode map combination and how he hates it.
Yeah.
And so it was very, very fun to see that it was there, and his team won. So he's had a change of heart. He's a new man, and a better man.
Yeah. That's we love to see it.
Character arc.
So we've been talking a little bit about just all the snacks, the candy.
Yes. So I brought in every single type of candy for each team name, except for Swedish fish. They get Swedish berries because my store that I work at doesn't carry Swedish fish.
Okay.
So, but it's the same candy.
Same company.
Yeah,
right?
same candy, just different shape of the candy.
Now, is your favorite snack/candy represented in our teams this season?
So my favorite candy used to be Swedish berries. Actually,
Okay.
like that used to be my favorite go-to all-time favorite candy was Swedish berries. Now it kind of depends on what I'm feeling for my favorite candy. Like if it's a hot day, if it's a cold day, am I wanting like something like extremely sweet, something with a bit more savory element to it? Am I wanting like something more complicated, something simple, expensive, cheap, cold, hot? There's a very wide range of candies that a person can have depending on the day.
Yep, that's fair.
I feel like I need to move over a bit. I think I'm not in
Yeah,
frame.
here, let me scooge over
Yeah,
for you.
I'm really
There we
bad
go.
at that for
There we
some
go.
reason today. So I feel like that's kind of a cop-out answer I gave. So I'm going to say my favorite candy is a caramel apple dipped in chocolate.
That's a good solid pick.
That's my current obsession right now. Every day when I come home from work, I stop at Cross Iron Mills. They have the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Company, and I buy their extremely overpriced chocolate apples.
Yep.
And they're really good. They're really bad for you.
Oh, most definitely.
But after a long day out in the sun, like digging holes, playing turf war in real life, making sure the grass is all sprayed with water, it's very refreshing. What about you? What's your favorite go-to candy?
See, it's similar, sort of like what I'm feeling, but I make the delineation between do I want a sweet or do I want a salty? Because what I like from a sweet snack is not necessarily what I want from a salty snack.
Yeah.
if I had to narrow it down to favorites, for as far as sweet goes, I like those like sour gummy watermelons.
Those are so good.
Right?
I love those so much.
Top tier. Top tier.
Yeah, whenever I go to Bulk Barn, I'm like, I don't need these.
Yeah.
But I get like $1 or $2 worth of them anyway, just to have.
Yep. The gummy cola bottles also solid.
Those are pretty good. I like they very rare. I've seen cream soda flavored bottles of those.
Okay. Yeah.
Those,
I've had those.
Yeah, they're really. Those are my go-tos. I'm not a big cola guy.
Looks like
we
we're
are starting up right now.
hopping in.
We are at the mall. We were just talking about the mall.
Well, these both teams are going to be doing a Black Friday-esque dash for that Rainmaker.
Yeah, there's only one left. They're working together as a team to get that Rainmaker to their shopping cart, and they're willing to kill anyone in their way.
Yep. Just the Black Friday experience.
Yeah.
Sour Patch Squids. Got Saturn there. Getting that pick on Samurai.
Yep. Well, they're already through the checkpoint. Holy cow! They are dedicated to shopping.
Sour Patch Squid, professional shoppers.
Yeah. But Frye's Krispies, they could make a comeback here because Strider goes down.
Yep. Who was that? That was Quirky coming in from behind, getting a triple.
Yeah. Sour Patch Squids are at 3 down.
Yep.
And Frye's Krispies is bringing their cart over to their side of the checkout. This metaphor is kind of breaking down now that like the checkout's
No,
on
we have to keep it. We have to keep it going.
All right. We're gonna keep it going.
The whole round.
The whole round. Okay. All right. So now, they're bringing it to their checkout now.
And ooh.
Okay. Frye's Krispies has 2 down. Looks like Sour Patch Squids is going to put the Rainmaker back into their cart pretty shortly.
And here comes Foam.
Yeah, they picked up the hammer from the hardware aisle. That's good.
Yep. And
threw it on the ground, didn't want any more.
Looking to put Frye's Krispies on clearance.
Manager special, if you will. So fun fact about manager special, that just means it's about to go bad, and the manager doesn't want it to like look badly on their report that they let a bunch of product go bad.
Understandable. Ooh. Quirky pushing forward aggressively, but Strider there ready to deny that credit card at the checkout.
Yeah. Credit card canceled, not enough balance. They'll try again with their debit card later, but currently they need to push back towards the till.
And Foam gets a pick on Quirky there.
All right, they did get some nice lemon soda there to like energy drinks to keep them going. Yeah, and those are on sale right now.
Yep, they are on sale.
Yeah. So they're a bunch of people down on blue team right now, so they are pushing in.
And they're looking for it.
Yeah, they're going up.
They're asking the employee which aisle it's in.
Yeah, they took an alternate route because there was a spill on an aisle. That's this whole game, though, is to spill on aisle everywhere.
Yep.
All right, Tomac avoids picking up the Rainmaker. Wonder why. Wonder what their strategy is in their head. I'm thinking too much and not talking enough.
Yeah, no, we're both just sitting here trying to think of shopping puns for this match, but
Rainmaker's reset. I don't know how to do a shopping pun for that.
They restocked the shelves.
Oh yes, there we go. Shelves have been restocked. All right. Oh, another hammer's been picked up from the hardware aisle.
Yep. Flattening those prices.
Oh, it's stamping them out. All right. Tomek did pick up a bow from the archery aisle. Trying that out.
Is there a store that is not named Bass Pro Shops that has an archery aisle?
Bass Pro Shop Outpost. That's technically a different franchise. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're saying a lot of brand names this stream.
Sponsor us.
I wish, please sponsor us. I need money to buy more stupid things from the videos I make.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Melly looking to get some picks with that tri-slosh.
Yeah, picked up the Home Depot bucket. That's good. Those only cost $8 at Home Depot right now if you buy the lid as well.
I should follow up on that because a good bucket is always something good to have. Melly gets a splat on Artemis.
Right.
Once again, the
shelves have been restocked.
Yeah. But Sour Patch Squid is there to get it on clearance.
So this has been a very even match. Usually with this map, you see like one team gets locked in their base, and then it's a pretty quick knockout. But we've seen a lot of back and forth this one.
Yep, Sour Patch Squids with a pretty solid lead now, but we still have 45 seconds left on the clock. Left before closing.
Yeah, this time is now 9:55. The store is closing in 30 seconds.
Yep. The employees are starting to clear out. They're starting to lock the doors. They're starting to tell people to finish their purchases.
Yep. Final purchases. Here comes the checkpoint, though.
Ooh, but Tomek, again, just not sufficient funds right before you reach the checkout there.
Now they tried their debit card and their credit card now, and it just hasn't worked out. How's the checkpoint? I think they got through the checkpoint actually.
They might have.
They did, yes. They have
yep,
the
they
Ringmaker.
certainly have.
Two.
But they're
Oh,
pushing.
it's very close. Like it's ticking down. Prices. The prices have never been lower. The prices have never been lower.
Amazing.
All right, or they still could come back though if they.
Yep. Fries and Krispies.
Are they going to do a 100% off sale? We don't know.
They're going for that 5-finger discount.
Yep, store is now closed. The employees are like, get the heck out of here.
Yeah, this isn't Black Friday. This is a heist now. And they're going to try and steal victory.
Okay, Melly has.
Almost.
Very close. Very
But-
close.
Just wow.
Yeah.
Fries Krispies.
They got the
down the
best
whole
deal.
match.
Yeah.
But just able to get that killer deal.
Yeah.
Seconds
right
before,
at the end, right before the store closed.
Yeah. It's they had their insider. They got the employee, the friends and family pricing on that one.
They
and
used like their membership like against the rules. That employee is now on hot water, but they don't care. They got the price low, and that's all that matters to them.
Yep, and that is going to be a 1-round lead.
Yes, one round lead
Krispies.
for Fries Krispies.
Kenneth, what are your grocery store hacks?
So,
What's the way that I can game this system
so
the best?
I will tell you at a later time because I actually know a method for getting like basically infinite money glitch at the store I work at, but I don't want to share it with you because I actually like would get fired for telling you on stream. So
Yeah.
I'll tell you later.
Yep, yeah.
I'll
I'm
tell you
interested
later.
in that one.
Yeah.
What are some more stream friendly?
Okay, more stream friendly ones. So as much as I can't say that either. What can I say? Look for the deals.
Great hack. Now,
Check the flyer before you leave for the store.
now
I literally can't think of anything that's stream friendly.
despite making the map list, I do not recall what is next. But boy, would it be thematically appropriate if Macco Mart was one of the
Oh, we
options.
gotta pick Macco Mart.
If it is an option,
Honestly, just do Ryan. Just do Macco Mart.
just
I'm the one also.
Yeah, just pick Macco Mart. They'll
Yep.
be like, what's happening?
yep. It's like no, you're playing on Macco Mart.
Yeah, you're playing on Macco Mart now.
This is Boxing Week now.
Yeah, Boxing-
It's not Boxing Day anymore. It's Boxing Week.
Well, it's Black Friday. No, Black Friday's over. Now it's Boxing Day.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. Do we have a third location?
Off of recon mode. Oh wait, I found it.
Because we got Barnacle and Dime. We got Macco Mart. Do we have any other store-based? Robo Ramen, kind of, because you can like go to the
Yeah.
restaurant in the mall, but we already went there.
Yeah, that's pretty loose.
Yeah.
Trying to think.
Not the airport. No, that wouldn't work.
Hagelfish.
Oh, there we go.
Market?
Hagelfish Market. Perfect.
That's like the farmers market.
Yeah. But it's still shopping.
Yep, they're still shopping. There's still deals to be had.
Yep. I don't know what they really sell there. I guess, yeah, it's like the farmer's market. I haven't really looked at their stalls too closely, though.
Yeah.
I've been too busy spraying them with ink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One of the options.
Well, even if they pick the other one, just pick the other one.
Yeah.
Just pick Hagelfish. Yeah, we're gonna do. Yeah. We're gods here.
We're about to find Manta.
Oh, they're picking the wrong map.
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, I mean, someone's got to bring the stock in, and they're shipping it in. So
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we're staying on theme. We're
This tower control, right?
gonna confirm it's tower control or not.
Yeah. But yeah, Manta Maria. We have the.
Which one is that? That's the boat, right?
That's the boat, right? So they're
Okay.
shipping the.
Okay, yeah. So now it's like the prequel to Barnacle and Dime.
Well, all that Black Friday shopping has just emptied the shelves, so they need to restock.
Oh yeah, they gotta Okay. So whoever wins this round, their company owns the ship.
I guess.
So, but
no, they get in before tariffs hit.
Yes, there we go. It's only top tier political commentary from the Alberta Squid Swamp here.
Yeah.
Something about
Those ships got to leave port before they go into effect.
yeah. I mean, depends on what country they're coming in and out of, though. Like,
True.
Yeah, if we're getting them from like Nintendo Japan, like there's no tariffs for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, those amiibos, rock bottom prices.
Absolutely.
I think it is very funny though how the American and Canadian amiibo prices are the same despite being in different currencies.
It's look.
Those $40 amiibos were a hard price to swallow though.
Yeah.
I spent $160 on amiibo. No, I spent more than that. I spent like $200 on amiibos on Switch 2 launch day.
It's
I just wish they would come out with a physical copy of Welcome Tour that I could spend like $50 or $80 on.
now we're talking.
And it comes with a sticker sheet.
Yep.
Yeah, of like the face from the Welcome Tour like camera minigame.
No, it's
That's the face that Rowan had to make in Welcome Tour camera.
excellent.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. It was as he described it, it was humiliating for him. He did not enjoy it.
Yeah.
It was like everything. The eyes were rolled back, his mouth open, tongue out. That's what he had to do. And we're just gonna repeat that a bunch, and I'm sure he's gonna appreciate that a lot.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, not the first time. Most of us have made that face before. I'd like
In
to.
a Nintendo game?
Oh, in a Nintendo game.
Yeah, like I know we're a Squid Swamp. We gotta be Nintendo oriented.
I see. I see.
Yeah, no PlayStation. If you're not doing a PlayStation, that's your own problems. Astro's Playroom, I don't know what goes on in there.
Yeah. I mean, we have Genius Kojumbo dropping his new thing in the nearest future.
But Shigeru is so much better.
But it's consider.
Okay.
There's Shigeru Miyamoto,
Well,
right?
there's Shigeru Miyamoto.
Shigeru Miyamoto.
Yeah.
And Genius Kojumbo.
Yeah. Those are the two guys. That's the like forget Logan Paul versus Mike Tyson. That's the boxing match I want to see.
Okay, hear me out.
Okay.
A Miyamoto Kojumbo collab.
Okay.
Splatoon 4.
Okay. Starring Norman Reedus.
Starring Norman Reedus. No, that's just like, hey, you can pick an Inkling, you can pick an Octoling, or you can pick a Norman
Reedus. A Norman Reedus.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would main a Norman Reedus.
You name him Norman Reedus? But there can only one in the entire game, and like if you pick it.
Actually, wait. Is Mads in there? Can I main a Mads Mikkelsen?
I don't know who that
Link.
is.
The Danish guy. That's the.
I've never played anything that Kojima has made.
But you've seen him.
I played Cyberpunk 2077, and Kojima's in that game.
He is in that game.
He is in that game, so I have played a Kojima game.
Yep. Where's my Keanu Reevesling?
That's true. We can actually get that set up right now. Like
Yeah.
I have Switch 2's Cyberpunk cartridge on me right now.
How does it taste?
I actually haven't tasted the Cyberpunk one. I tasted Mario Kart World though.
Okay.
Tastes exactly the same as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Okay.
So they haven't changed the flavor. So
Okay. So
like, they
same bitterant seasoning.
Yeah. They like. Actually, I was going to talk to you about Kaz and the idea of starting a business that would flavor your Switch 2 cartridges like in any flavor you wanted. But we'll talk about that later.
All right. The battle over the East India Company has begun.
East India Trading Company. They were not nice to the people they traded with.
No, it's kind of a nightmare.
Yeah. Go to your local library for more information. Anyway, Summer, there's some good Miiverse posts there. That's what Rowan and I were talking about in the last match. I was just ignoring what was happening and talking about Miiverse posts.
Corky getting 2-3.
Wipeout. Immediate.
Frye Krispies. Got to be happy about that. They're going to be able to push through that first checkpoint with that, I think.
Yeah, they might be able to. They'll get a very big early lead, and that is looking good for their company.
Yep.
Because we're going to do stocks now, I guess is our metaphor. Bubble goes up. Oh, I don't know if bubble's what you want to do, though, if you're a company.
Yeah, no, you don't want the bubble. You just want that line to go up.
Yeah,
and
bubble is burst.
They are moving that line forward.
Okay.
Which, in theory, is taking the score down.
But that's the other company's stock price.
Yeah, that's the other company's stock price.
Yeah.
But that means they're just going to have the opportunity to buy low when it's in their zone. But they are going to need to be... they're showing up their... I was trying to name a stock trading app and realized I could not name one off the top of my head.
That's okay. Well, I'm gonna do the patented strategy of buy high, sell low, like Wall Street bets intended.
Yep. But they are going to be doing some buying low and moving that back. Frye's Krispies stock is still quite high.
Yeah,
but,
still at full price. Hasn't gone any discount yet.
But Sour Patch Squids looking to dent the competition a little bit.
Yeah, 2 down for Frye's Krispies. Sour Patch Squids is on tower now. They're almost at mid.
Yep.
I'm surprised that they're not past. Oh, I guess there we go.
And there they go. The stock price is beginning to take down.
Trading day has started.
Yep. The bell has rung.
Bell is rung. I don't know much about stock trading.
Wall Street.
Leonardo DiCaprio. IPO, rookie numbers. Get those numbers up. Pepsi down. Get the energy drinks so you can stay up all night. High frequency trading.
Yep.
Let's dig a fiber optic wipeout. So they can now dig a fiber optic line through 4 states so they can get a 2 millisecond advantage on trading or something.
And just... Ooh. Yep. Who is that? That was Artemis.
All right. Starfish Squids is...
Artemis, just nobody... Where
are they going? They got a bubble. The .com bubble is coming out pretty shortly.
Yep. Sour Squids. Back up. There's going to be a little bit of back.
Oh, no. The bubble is too small.
That was a tiny little bubble. Burst that bubble.
Bubble has been burst. .com bubble is gone.
Yeah.
Thousands of people are out of work now. Unfortunate. Man, stocks are just like not fun to talk about. This is hard.
I was gonna start quoting Wolf of Wall Street, but then I realized I can barely quote that movie without just cussing.
Yeah,
so.
just all swear words. Something you take, and then there's like drug references too, and we don't do that either.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, true. Okay, yeah. Eat your and we're candy. Yeah. So, Sour Patch Squids needs to eat their candies. Another wipeout. They're now sleeping after eating all their candies.
Yep.
And it's just because they're tired and not because the candies had any effects on them whatsoever.
Yeah. What are the...
Artemis is having fun over there. We can hear
Artemis popping off a little bit.
Yeah.
On that Squidma grind set.
Oh yeah, the Squidma scale grind set.
Yep.
Grisco scale grind set. There we go.
Yep. Gotta put those hours in at the Grisco factory.
Yeah. Get those golden eggs. But that's not really what we're talking about now, because now we're on. This is hard to do.
We've kind of lost the metaphor a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna get back on track. Stock prices, get those rookie numbers up.
Yeah, Sour Patch Squid's very low stock price right now. Only 11 points left for their stocks, but
which means Fries Krispies is winning because the metaphor is kind of reversed right now.
Yeah. Fries Krispies about halfway there.
Yeah.
Just over. You want to buy low.
Buy low, sell high. But let's see if Sour Patch Squids can...
Ooh, that is a white for Fries Krispies.
Yeah, Fries Krispies is now occupying Wall Street completely right now. That's it. That's the best joke we're gonna make. This
like I said,
round.
I've just been sitting here trying to make puns.
Okay, Artemis has got another bubble.
Yep.
Bubble is on tower. Bubble is burst.
Bubble is burst.
Quick, bye.
Bye. Fries Krispies looking for that jump in.
Something about there.
No, but
okay, there we go. Who won? I actually don't know.
Fries Krispies.
Fries Krispies won.
That is a 2-0 for Fries Krispies. So they're going to be running that set, but we are going to watch them play that third out.
Yes, if the other team, if Sour Patch Squids would like to do the third team.
I don't know what bit we're going to be going with for this final set, but let's try and
see what map we get.
Guide it towards something that
that isn't Wall Street.
That isn't Wall Street. No. Something we can come up with.
Something that's relatable.
Yep. What, you don't relate to the Wall Street grind?
Well, I invested in Dogecoin for $100.
You haven't poured all of yours and your parents' life savings into game stonks?
No, God no. Yeah. They stapled people's switches to their boxes. You can't invest in a company like that.
Well, only if you're from Quebec, I suppose.
I guess. Is that where that happened in Quebec too?
No, that was the because GameStop, American company, was closing all their Canadian locations, but a Quebec-based investment firm bought them up in Canada.
Yes, and now it's back to EB Games.
Now it has been renamed to EB Games.
Electronic Boutique Games.
Mm-hmm. As it should be.
I really hope they remove like their Funko Pop section and replace it with like actual electronics. Like,
I mean, hey, they sell Gundams in there now, so
that's true.
I am for that.
Gundams are better than Funko Pops, like
indeed,
infinitely better. But it's
electronic robots.
Yeah.
But I need a physical store that I can buy capacitors at. Because I actually needed to buy capacitors like a few months ago, and no.
Oh, you're looking for a Radio Shack.
I know. I wish I was around for Radio Shack. Like, it was before my time.
I guess the closest But even then, like, the source doesn't really sell.
I went to the source. They don't sell anything. Now it's just like, can you want to buy a phone plan? And I'm like, no. Now and also the source is now Best Buy.
Oh yeah.
And I don't want a Best Buy rewards card. I already bought an HDMI cable. Very deep cut references I'm making now.
It's.
Yeah.
Deep cut.
Yeah, they are the stars of a new game that's coming out.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Splatoon, Shadow Legends Raiders.
Raider,
yeah.
Raid Splatoon Legends.
Yeah, I was like, the word raid's in there somewhere, and I just can't remember where it is.
It took me a second too.
We are sponsored by Splatoon Shadow Raiders.
Yeah. And because that's not a real game, we can legally get away with saying that.
Until Miyamoto watches this stream. This specific stream.
Yeah.
Hi Miyamoto.
Hi
Thanks for
Shigeru.
watching.
Thank you. Love your work on Welcome Tour. You did a really good job.
Yep. Make Eternal Darkness 2, you coward.
What is even? Oh, right. I actually have that on N64.
Hell yeah, you do.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I haven't played it yet though.
Sturgeon. Oh, more shipping.
Okay, no, we need to get to transportation industry terms now. Like not Wall Street transportation industries.
Both of these times going to be looking for that just-in-time delivery here on Sturgeon Shipyard.
Yeah. Are they primed to win? Let's find out.
It's. God damn it. But yeah, Sturgeon Shipyard is an interesting choice. I feel like just at face value, looking at these two teams, their comps, the weapons they like to play, I feel like that is slightly leaning in favor of Shower Pouch Squids here.
For Sturgeon Shipyard Rainmaker?
Yeah.
Okay. I will take your word for it. I don't know the meta anymore.
Oh, me neither.
Okay.
I have touched the game like twice in this calendar year, and it was both of the times were in the past week.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to the new patch.
A bunch of new weapons came out that I have not touched the game since. I have literally the only game I've been playing is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour.
Yeah.
And a bit of Mario Kart World. And then I have to check the Fortnite store every day for pizza-related items, so I can put a pizza backpack on Hatsune Miku to reference the Domino's Pizza Hatsune Miku commercial.
That is just all the deep cuts today.
I have checked every day for the past 6 months. Kaz got me into that game. He has ruined my life. Thank you, Kaz. We appreciate you.
But hey, you know what? We were talking about Death Stranding earlier, a game about just on time delivery. So.
There we go. So now we're. We're now explaining to Kaz what happened.
Both these teams going to be looking to make that delivery before the
ships are
big
built.
whale ghosts. There's the.
There's the Splatana comp. There we go. Very good. They now have their. There's no Splatana stamper, so I can't even say they're going to stamp the boxes.
Yeah. Nope. There's no stamping here. Just decavitating and wiping.
So they need a shiny teeth for the delivery men. I don't know.
Yep.
And wipers for the delivery vans. There we go.
Yep. There you go.
There we go.
Gotta clean this. Ooh.
Okay, but now the delivery boys are down.
Yeah. No delivery. That one's gonna be a day late, I think.
Yeah, 2 days late, I'm thinking, with the wipeout.
Ooh. But nope, they are coming back. They're like, no, we're working overtime.
Yeah, we're working. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, they're gonna pee in jars for the time being, so they can get enough deliveries done.
I mean, they do have the color for it.
Yeah, thank you, Bezos. We love you. We're on Twitch right now. I can't say that. We love you. Thank you.
Sponsor us.
Yeah, we fully support you making your drivers not allowed to go to the bathroom.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good for us because then we can get stuff faster.
I need my cheap Chinese crap.
Human rights? What are those? We don't need those.
As soon as possible.
Yeah. Okay, so Bubble is now up. Bubble, I think, is my favorite special in the game. Just
Bubble is definitely one that I think when the game first came out, a lot of people slept on to a degree, but just it has so much value in every single game mode that you think towers, you gotta run a Bubble on towers. Strider carrying the Rainmaker, they've already pushed past that first checkpoint, so they're just gonna be looking around to score up as much as they possibly can at this point. Here comes your Stamper.
Stamp is now gone. Oh, it's second Stamp.
Ooh, yeah, gets pincered there, and the
boxes were stamped. Oh, I thought Aqua was gonna fall off there for a second.
Would have been kind of funny to see, but
That would have been also mean. That was mean to say though. So we want to support both teams.
It's like, hey, I do support both teams equally. I do want to see people's gaffes on stream.
Oh, okay. I mean, I had a gaff earlier when putting down the gaffer's tape for the Ethernet cables. That did not go well for me. It is not well done.
Strider getting that pick. Ooh, another wipe for Sour Patch Squids.
2 days late now.
Yep. Chugging that Red Bull, looking to get energy to make the day's deliveries.
Yep. Pouring the Red Bull directly in the tank of the delivery vehicle.
Yep, makes it go faster.
Stamping the boxes. Oh, boxes are not stamped correctly. That's another half a day.
That was a mislabel right there.
Yep. Now I got some like grandma's like picture frames and not my copy of Splatoon 3 Deluxe Edition. Very unfortunate. It was a triple.
Ooh, Saturn.
Will Saturn get the quadruple?
And
technically, yes.
The best kind of quadruple, technical quadruple.
Yeah. Actually, that wasn't even technical. They just got 4 in a row.
They just got 4 in a row.
4 in a row. That's the game from Clubhouse Games, 51 Ultimate Classics.
Ah, yes.
I love that one. I prefer Gomoku though. Talking about a completely different game. Now let's get back to Splatoon.
That is the one that I tried to talk my partner to playing Shogi, and they refused me every single time.
Shogi's just chess with extra steps. Though.
Exactly.
I'm really bad at chess though.
Me too.
That's chess is on 51 World Classics. It's the only game I've rage quit so hard I threw my Switch across the room because I couldn't beat the easy A.
Well, you just have to get your pawn to the other side and say king me.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that. I am more of a checkers man myself rather than chess.
Sour Patch Squids keeping up really strong pressure. Their lead is not super strong at the moment, but they are able to keep Prize Krispies pushed back into on their half of the map. Quirky is looking to get Strider. There's 2 of them there, using that bubble to their advantage. Ooh,
double bubble. Toil and trouble.
These drivers gotta chew their chewing gum.
Yeah, now they're like tossing boxes to the other vans to optimize their delivery routes. I've actually seen that happen. That was crazy one time. I saw like people throwing boxes to each other.
While cars were moving?
No, they were parked. But yeah, they were like bunch of Amazon vans all parked next to each other, and they were like throwing boxes at each other. Anyway,
Prize Krispies down to 1 player left standing. Melly, no, that's not. Sorry.
That is Melly.
Melly is hunting down Samurai, who is holding the Rainmaker right now. 20 seconds left on the board. Prize Krispies really needs to make a play here, or this is going to be going to Sour Patch Squids.
Artemis goes down.
And they have the player advantage, so I could just see them grabbing it and running. Yep, they're running away, which is
that's honestly, what I would do.
That is the
5 discount as the delivery driver.
Yep.
Slept on a strategy.
Hey, right. No one was home to accept that delivery. That's yours now.
Yeah, it's mine. It's mine now.
A 2-1 set. Prize Krispies taking the set, but Sour Patch Squids getting a really solid win for that final round.
Yes. Okay. So that was a very metaphor and simile-filled set.
Yep. Probably very, very weak commentary-wise.
Yeah. Yeah. So the teams, if you're watching this back, teams who just played, we apologize. We did not give you any insights on how to improve on anything you did whatsoever.
But we did give you insights on stock trading, so go make yourself a billionaire.
Yeah. How to shop at a grocery store, how to trade stocks, and how to deliver packages.
Yep.
This stream is financial advice.
Yep.
Say that.
This is our financial advice stream.
Yeah, we are not legally responsible for anything you do whatsoever for anything ever.
Go buy every meme coin out there. Meme coins, please sponsor
Invest
us.
in Meverse.
Yes.
We love Meverse.
So, yeah, we're just going to be cut to at any given moment.
Are we on stream right now?
Oh, absolutely.
Great.
Welcome. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We are going to be watching Swedish Fish play against Octoreos. Octoreos.
What? I get Ken. I'm surprised I get Ken.
You said you were Ken.
Yeah, okay. I guess I feel like we're both a bit between the two of us.
Are you the Ryan Gosling Ken? Because I want to be the John Cena Ken.
I like the sound of that. All right. Okay. Welcome back to Ice Rink Season 11, Sugar Rush.
Welcome back. Definitely a lot of good sets. I know you've been in the trenches a little bit.
A little bit. I have studied the Blade more. But this has been a very chaotic LAN. Unexpectedly so. Like, we got all of the information in, and like everybody's badges today is based on what the weapons looked like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, before
Nintendo, with 36 hours notice, dropped 30 new kits.
Yeah, before Nintendo was like, hey, look, Splatoon 4, 2027 at the earliest. Have some more kits. Have a new map.
Yep.
It's gonna be a while. Bear with us.
Yeah, I've played weapons today that did not exist 2 weeks ago. That did not exist last season. It's been very. This has been a very necessary LAN, more so than in past seasons, because everybody's still, again, readjusting the game. There are people who haven't played the game between the update and today, who are experiencing a lot of these first weapons for the first time as well.
I mean,
as the new map and everything else.
I mean, the update is the first time I played the game this calendar year, so.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's been a crazy couple of weeks, and honestly, us dropping into the season smack dab in the middle makes it a little more interesting. Gives it a little extra wrinkle, because there's a lot of good new kits as well.
Any particular favorites that you have?
I mean, the one I've used today, I had never used Rapid Blaster Pro until now, but that new kit. Oh, that new kit is good. And it is.
Remind me what's on it?
On that new kit is it's cooler and it's suction bomb.
Okay. Oh,
and I have gotten,
I can see that.
As a like midline support, I have gotten a lot of fantastic miles. Legitimately, that might be my new best support weapon.
I feel like it's something that would struggle with Ink a little bit, though.
It does. It does help. It does help to be in comms where everyone has like a good amount of ink.
Right.
But when it's allowed to kind of roam free, nah, it doesn't really struggle that much. You make it go pretty quickly. You make it so that your opponent is always underestimating like you and like how close you can get and how fast you can get that close. And you're kind of good. You can be really aggressive with the kit, especially since it has Tacticooler.
Yeah.
And I've really enjoyed it. My two cooler weapons to this point were Tri-Slosher Nouveau and NZAP. So having a cooler weapon with range in my kit has been very welcome.
For sure.
It's a nice little wrinkle. And then there's my team as well, which the teams this year are so interesting. Frye's Krispies has 4 people on it that play Splatana. And then in direct contrast is the team we just played. Which one is this? I
believe that was Sour Patch Squids you just.
Yeah, we did just play Sour Patch Squid, which is the Splatling team. They have it's the Splatling and Tri-Slosher team.
I mean, that's a good team to be.
It is. It's especially on Sturgeon, it turns out. So this has been, I'm happy to be back. It's been too long. This is the first swamp event I've been to since the season finale 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So
it's been a bit of a break. So.
Yeah, back in the groove. Game feels fresh again, and
absolutely.
And it's just nice. So, what set are we looking at right now?
We are going to be watching the Swedish Fish play against Octoreos. First map is going to be Clamblitz on Crab Lake Capital. Haven't seen a lot of Clamblitz. Not a lot of Clamblitz enjoyers out there today.
No, there's a lot of people who really do not like this mode.
A lot of people who are very, very wrong about a lot of things.
Yeah, this one definitely requires the most coordination. So like on Anarchy Open, when I'm not playing with people, if I'm just playing solo, if it's Clamblitz on Open, it's just me, I just avoid it. I'm always gonna encounter a lot more teams that are playing with comms and can communicate and coordinate vocally, which is really, really valuable here. It's a lot of it comes down to being able to like properly keep inventory. That's really important, keeping track of like how many clams you have and when to really push.
But yeah, Timothy running that brush, always scary to see Timothy on a brush.
Yes it is, especially what is it, is Timothy running the ink brush this time, or?
Yeah, it's the paintbrush, I believe.
Oh, the paintbrush, yeah, that's that is one where I always underestimate how far it can reach. I back up what I think. The number of times I've backed up to what I think is a safe distance, and then it gets me.
Well, I remember when the painting brush first dropped, there was a lot of people who were questioning its place in the meta. Ooh, Octoreos getting solid 3 picks. Akira hanging back, able to sort of dull the push there a little bit.
Yeah, that was very important as well. Swedish Fish was really putting together like a very good. They had a lot of clams. They were putting together a good push. Swedish Fish might be able to get a good push here now in response with how many clams there are in mid. We got someone on the right as well. I don't think they see it. Oh, they're trying to go up ramp now. Oh, but here's the brush.
Yep.
Kind of suppressing fire.
One gets a little bit of
Occupot,
but they don't have the clam to score right now.
No, they don't. They're trying to share resources a bit here. This is the importance of it. No, there is a power clam in mid, but I think there was a death.
Yep.
Before it was able to be thrown in.
Just
so
not able to capitalize. Oh, they're going for it.
Wait,
no, that was the pity.
No,
that was the pity.
That wasn't a pity. There's been no scoring yet. That was another power clam that they had ready to go. So that was an important stop. Being able to close that basket and stop them from getting, because with super gems, especially if you're using super gem up, especially if you have beacons, one power clam getting in can mean 2 power clams, 3 power clams all getting in as well.
Yep, definitely a game mode that can snowball pretty quick. If your team just gets, everything just goes in your favor and you get what you need to push, you can just go crazy.
Yes, this is by far the game mode that rewards game sense the most. Rainmaker is probably the second most, because you're not pushing like a tower, where with the tower pushing and the set path of that, it's pretty self-explanatory. But in Rainmaker and clams, the objectives that you're collecting are constantly moving. And they can shift around all over the place, and that's part of the reason why Clam Blitz on a lot of maps, maybe not like Urchin necessarily, but on most maps, Clam Blitz is the mode that has the most flank routes. It has the most diversity of like paths that you can take to get to the basket.
Swedish Fish holding 24 clams right now, but just can't get into actually
splash down. That'll take out a quarter of them, but still 2 power clams on the board in play for Swedish Fish. Now Octoreos has one as well though.
Yep. Again, both teams just looking for that opening, looking to get the picks that they need in order to capitalize on that.
Yes, and again, this is looking like a game that is going to be decided by a single score. There can be soccer score games in this where it's a 1-0 game, and that one score is all that was really needed.
But just Akira hanging back, playing the back line. Akira, very talented sniper player, and just able to be this wall that the Octoreos have not found an answer to yet.
It's Akira the Ankara.
Swedish Fish breaks through. Oh, but misses on the second.
The second miss is a big one. It's still really it's really advantageous for Swedish Fish to have that on the board again. One goal can absolutely be the difference in a game of Clam Blitz.
Absolutely.
And now if Octoreos responds and gets a power clam of their own, and that's all they get, they're going to be behind. The tie is broken in those cases by the team that scores first.
Yeah, Octoreos is going to need to score 1 clam plus at least 1 more.
Yeah.
Or 1 ball.
1 power clam plus one.
That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, they gotta get over past the 80 thresholds. They can't. That's not enough to win right now.
They're looking for it. Just under 30 seconds left on the board. If they're going to push, they're going to have to do it right now.
Yep. But Swedish Fish looking to get another push going, and kind of crush and play defense with a good offense.
Occupot goes down. Tim's right there.
Yep. The power climb is still in play. So when overtime starts, they're going to have, I believe, 20 seconds to score.
Yep. Lavender
power
goes
climb's down. If that power climb despawns, that's game.
Yep.
Oh, Akira just watching it, just making sure if you touch the power climb, you die. That power climb is about to despawn. No one's going to be able to pick that up.
That's gonna be it.
That is it. Game
Just-
1.
Akira with that back line, just no one gets past.
Hard anchoring. I would love to see what the stat readout was for that game, honestly.
Maybe our spec cam can give us a kill counter on that one, because I am absolutely curious to see.
Legitimate question, did Akira die at all that entire game? Or were they really just holding down the fort?
I didn't see her die. I didn't see her go down.
I didn't get to see it because I was just on the spec.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We have some technological limitations here. That's
But
that's fine.
definitely the key to the Swedish Fish's victory in that round.
Yeah, they were picking their positions really well. They were picking their targets really well. Again, when they forced overtime, they knew that the power climb that they had was going to be the focus point of everybody. Because again, if that power climb despawning was the end of the game. That power climb getting scored was the only way, their only path to victory.
In Octoreos, just not, maybe the clams should not spawn in such a way that allowed them to make a second one, but
yeah, I think that's part of it. I think also at the end of the game, their power climb was a bit too, may have been a bit too far forward with their push. Maybe more of an emphasis should have been on like getting the player advantage they need, getting a couple of picks and then making that push and scoring. But when Akira is playing their positioning, I have a YouTube channel. Okay. The game is still pretty early.
And it looks like we are back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Apologies for the technical difficulties.
Yes, but we're right into tower control now. We're watching on a phone while we get fully back. All right, the Tri-Slosher is back. It looks like Akira, she did stick with the Snipe Rider. We have Tent Umbrella on the board with Chai. And then what's Akibot? Oh, that might be Akibot actually.
Yeah. Spilled Milk, looking to hold the back line a little bit. I believe.
Well, Akibot goes down. Akibot is using the tent.
Yep.
Okay, still pretty early. No one's gotten a substantial push. It looks like one of them has. It looks like Octoreos has gotten a checkpoint.
Yep.
But we're still very early. We're a minute and a half in. Oh, takes a Zuka right to the face. That's tough.
It's
all right.
Both teams.
Akibot down. Another Zuka death.
It's all good.
All right, here we go. We're getting we're still getting back online here. It's all right.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, we have a camera now. Wow.
All right. I am doing some impromptu spectating.
Okay. So Carly on the tower, all right, is able to push it a bit further. They're through 2 checks, extending the lead they already had, and still pushing it a little bit too. Splash down.
There we go. All right.
Splash down to take out Akira. That's important. That's important to get a substantial push. Nautilus providing a good counter here.
But Octoreos commanding lead right now. Only 9 points left.
Yeah, they're not going to get a knockout here.
Swedish Fish have a lot of ground to make up. They have to clear through 2 checkpoints as well as count that down to less than 9 points left. That's going to be pretty difficult to do. Still 2 minutes on the board. Lots of time to do it.
Yes, especially, and they'll have overtime if they're able to hold tower at the end of when the clock hits 0. They'll also be able to force overtime. But for now, they're pushing right now. They can. There's no one's saying they have to take the lead dramatically at overtime. Obviously, with when spectating, you hope for a dramatic conclusion, but
Swedish Fish
not always what happens.
In a big way right now.
Yeah, this is an incredible counter push.
Oh, that's going to be a really important splashdown for them, though.
Yep, stopped them at 16, but the Inkjet stopping Lemon from really doing a lot more.
Ooh, timmering.
And they keep it. They keep tower.
Getting a couple important picks.
Oh, the killer whale coming in from Tim.
Yep, that's going to be an incredibly difficult checkpoint.
Oh, and everyone, they went all in on that. I think one of them did live, though.
Yeah, Occubot is still up.
Yeah, with Tent as well. That's a good weapon. Tent, there are way worse weapons to be in alone on. They are taken out,
but yeah, gets pincered there.
45 seconds now to get these final 8 points that they require.
Yeah. Octoreos is going to be playing pretty hard defense here.
Yeah.
They definitely have the upper hand in this situation, but...
Yeah, Octoreos is trying to force left side there. One does go down, but not enough to get a substantial push. Here we go. Cooler down, Inkjet out. Oh, wow. Really pushing hard here. And the whale's ready as well from Tim. Oh, what a bomb!
Yeah, oh, the Battle of the Tims
5 seconds. The Swedish Fish has to be on tower for this to go to overtime.
Swedish Fish is going to need to play it pretty clean here in order to take this match.
Oh, the tent goes down, but they're still able to push, but
that's it.
And that is Octoreos sealing that game.
Yep, this puts our set at 1-1 now.
Yeah, that... How many 1-1 sets have we had so far? Where we actually had a deciding game 3?
More than a couple.
Okay.
It hasn't been every single set. Obviously, we've seen a couple 3-0s. We've seen sets that start at 2-0, but they play the third out, and the other team takes that third match.
We have done that a lot. We swear, guys, 4 Splatanas is a good comp. You will learn. You will see the vision one of these days.
Studying the blade comp.
Hear us out.
Knife to a gunfight comp.
All right. What are we looking at for stage for 3?
As someone who made the map list, I could not remember.
Yeah, that's you know what? I also made the map list. I made the printable version of the map list. I also can't remember. So this is on both of us.
All I remembered is 5. You know, it's round robin, so it'll be 5 rounds. Each round has 3 maps.
Found it. All right, we're going. We have Undertow and Humpback on the board, and it's Swedish Fish's pick of map and mode here.
And I don't know what they go for though, because I don't know. I don't think it's under.
Yes.
No, I don't think so. Just because I know they're gonna want something with some sight lines so they can get some snipers set up. But at the same time,
you can get decent enough sight lines on both of these maps. Humpback obviously has the big hill in the middle, the aforementioned hump.
Yeah, and just
We are going Rainmaker, and it is
Undertow.
and it's Undertow.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
say, look at Humpback, just with all like the little like, what's the word I'm looking for? Little hidey holes.
Yeah, there's a lot of nooks. There's a lot of different levels. There's a lot of ramps. There's a lot of places to hide. Undertow has a lot less of those, and again, it's you're looking into a pit. Mid is in a pit, so that's great sight lines for a lot of long range weapons.
Absolutely.
You do kind of see the vision that's there. So I do think I would be surprised if we see a switch off of the sniper rider for this.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's been working for them pretty good. I could see them sticking with it.
Yeah, and then from there again, there's a ton of different different ways to do this.
Do you think Occupot sticks on that tent?
For Rainmaker, I can see on this map as well, where you don't have a lot of cover afforded to you, a weapon that provides cover, especially when you're trying to like coordinate a Rainmaker push. I think that is probably the move they will do. Yeah. Tent seems like a pretty advantageous, like easy pick for this. But beyond that, yeah, there's a lot of really is a lot of different ways to go about this. Undertow as a Rainmaker map as well has two routes that are both pretty good. They both go in completely opposite directions, as you can kind of see.
They do
the
switch off the
checkpoints.
sniper raider though.
They did. They switched to. Did they switch to the Rapid Blaster?
I think that might be the Rapid Blaster.
That's
the Rapid Blaster.
And this is where we kind of see how the new weapons really factor in. This Rapid Blaster kit, again, did not exist 2 weeks ago. What impact will it have here?
I mean, you as a TO, you do love to see a little bit of a meta shakeup right before we launch into a new season. So
it's just interesting. So
it's been great to see people play a lot of these new weapons.
Yeah. So we do have a tactical on each team as well now, with the Rapid and then the aforementioned Tri-Slosher.
Both teams have yet to go for a push. Both teams looking for those picks.
Yeah. Both teams also have an Ink Brush now. Ink Brush, I can kind of get a sense on how it would work in here. There are portions of both directions you push the Rainmaker where you're going over uninkable terrain. Even though, obviously when you pick up the Rainmaker, you lose your main weapon from positioning and for like reinforcing a push. Ink Brush has a lot of mobility options. Oh, the killer whale taking out there. I don't know if there's going to be necessarily a meaningful push here. 13 points on the board, which is really nothing.
They're on the board. They have a lead, but it's not.
Octoreos just letting it reset, not even trying to like maybe get 14 points on the board, just because of how.
I think both teams just know that picks are more important at this point in the game.
Yeah, they're not necessarily thinking right now. Again, only 2 minutes into the game about just barely getting a lead. They're thinking about getting
going for it now, and that's going to be
which Octoreos have now done.
Octoreos taking that first checkpoint.
Yep. And it looks like they're gonna try to immediately get a pop here, and are they gonna try to just get Rainmaker off of the board, because that also helps with lead a lot.
Yeah, it
doesn't look like it. No,
Swedish
it's gonna
Fish
reset here.
Getting 3 of them down.
Swedish Fish does clean it up here.
Yep. Spilled milk
They're not gonna go for a reset. They sense the momentum that's there, and they're just gonna pick it up and try and run it the long way. Back into mid. Watch the timer on the Rainmaker though. 42 seconds now until they lose it. So they gotta get a check.
And that will take down a little bit faster.
Yep. Oh, stab coming in, but immediately shut down by the Tri-Slosher.
Gotta love the Tri-Slosher for that.
Yeah, another really good flanking weapon. You try to take everything into account, and the Tri-Slosher just gets in there and ruins your day.
That might be
Swedish Fish.
Are they able to pop it?
They are able to get checked. Again, they're 1 point behind because Octoreos got checked first.
But
and Octoreos is going to get the pop here. Are they going to have enough time to get the Rainmaker off of that platform?
Hey.
Oh, those picks. This rapid blaster, man.
That's a lead.
That's a lead. It's a lead of one, but a lead of one is a lead.
Yep.
And when both teams have like over 40 points on the board, those kinds of leads matter. Wow. The heavy just tanking all of that. Whoa. A lot of trades happening here. It's a 2v2 right now. Oh, no, we got some jumps. It's a 2v3.
They're gonna go for it, I think.
They are. They're gonna try to extend this lead. Oh, but the Doolies, Lavender just staying out of range, just stopping them from getting a pick there. That could have guaranteed them a deeper push.
That was a really strong
caught in a tough spot with the 10.
Yeah, I don't think you can jump out.
And Octoreos taking it and running it out. They got it off their platform, which is good. It means if Swedish Fish tries to get a more sustained push, they're going to have to regain a lot of that ground. But 50 seconds for them to
try looking for
to do it, and only 38 seconds on the timer for the Rainmaker as well. So that could matter too, because checkpoints are both okay. They lost it.
Yeah, but Swedish Fish we're down 3 players.
Yeah, so this is end game here.
Yeah.
Octoreos really needs to get this Rainmaker.
Yep, they got time for maybe one more push, but they need to get
Swedish Fish can also just steal the Rainmaker right here and run it backwards. They'll have to chase. 22 seconds. No, Timmering goes forward.
2v1 right now.
Perhaps a bit of a mistake. They're gonna use that to get it there.
Frye is ready.
But
that might be it.
The ink brush was on it. The Doolies are on it.
They're gonna pop it. They're gonna run away with it.
Yeah. They don't even have to, because the death was so close to the end. No overtime happens. The Rainmaker went unclaimed by the team at the end, so that decides it.
Yep, just Swedish Fish pulling it out, come back on that last round.
Yep.
And takes the set.
Kind of reinforcing, and again, in a set like this, it really is kind of like how it is in sports. Game 7 of NBA Finals is tonight. It really does come down to how you are able to respond, what changes you're able to make, what new weapons, what new people you're able to bring into your roster, and take advantage of the territory you're in and the game mode you're playing.
Absolutely.
So Swedish Fish won that first game. Octoreos countered very well, but it was Swedish Fish's counter pick for that third game.
Absolutely.
And they were able to clutch it out. Again, that was a pretty close set, all things considered.
Oh, absolutely. No, there was so much back and forth on that.
Yeah.
And that last round could have easily gone the other way.
Yeah. When teams are that close, counter picking and having the counter pick advantage by winning first game means a lot. It goes such a long way to ensuring that you're able to win that set, is to get that first dub and have that advantage in your favor. So if you don't win game 2, you're gonna have full reign to figure out a plan for game 3 based on what's available to you.
We are going to take a quick break while we get the next round set up, but please stay tuned.
I wonder when we're gonna go live.
Potentially now. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is it round 4 or 5?
That's
the end of round 4.
End of round 4. We're gonna have Frye's, Krispies, and Fuzzy Beaches. Now you're on Kit Catfish, right?
I am.
Have you fought either of these 2 teams yet?
Gosh, I have not actually.
No, not you personally,
not
or
me personally. I think yeah. I know that's ended up facing a Fuzzy Beaches a little bit earlier, and that looked like a rough match, honestly. That is a really strong team. Just kind of the way that's I mean, I don't know. Anytime that you see Puddle Duck around, I mean, you're gonna have a fun time.
He's a little bit of a menace on S-Blast, Wellstring. He was playing Splash earlier.
Did you see also Big Swig? He's actually doing really good with Big Swig.
I saw that. I was very happy to see Big Swig as well.
Yeah. All right, we're going to be quizzed on the names now because we're looking down and reading them out.
I believe Frye's Krispies has quite a bit of Splatana players as well, which was partially why the original name was Jolly Stampers, because Splatanas, but it still works for Frye because she's the Splatana user.
It's true. It's true.
So yeah, I'm curious to see how the different weapon matchups. Like, there's lots of like aggressive frontlining weapons that are on Fresh Krispies, against I think a little bit slower weapons like Music Glory playing Paintbrush, Puddle Duck playing with the blasters and wallstring. Like, they're a bit slower weapons.
Very defensive.
Yeah, they're a bit more on the defensive side, but not non-aggressive by any means. So yeah, I'm also excited to see maybe some more Big Swig from Puddle Duck as well.
100%. Like, every single time I see somebody succeed with something that is like not very often used, it is like,
Yeah.
hey, I am rooting for that person. Like,
Same here.
I don't know. It's just something that there's a cool factor to it, I guess, that I just can't get over, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. I would really like to see more of the new kits in general. I think for most of the matches, people have been sticking with like the weapons that they know and love, which is fine. But I'm a big fan of trying out the new stuff, of course.
Yeah.
I've been really enjoying having all of the like solo queue lobbies with like tons of just Barzushi Embers weapons everywhere.
Yeah.
It makes the game feel really fresh again, which is really nice.
30 kits in one drop is like, that is not nothing.
Yeah.
And
It's
it was
essentially two
just a
seasons
random
worth.
Tuesday also. Like, what the heck?
That too. That part of it made it very enjoyable as well. I'm curious to see if any of the new, because there's 2 new Splatonas, the stickers Splatona Stamper and then the Rusty Wiper. I don't think I've seen either of those in use today at all. Have you?
I haven't, no.
It'll be
At least I don't think I have.
the curling bomb on the Rusty Wiper is a little bit iffy. I find the torpedo on the vanilla kit for Splatona Wiper is so crucial to how it likes to play that
It already also has all that mobility to begin with.
Yeah, so
looks like
curling's
we're
not
going into the first match
as
here.
useful. Ooh, I see I think it's the winter rapid deco.
Yeah.
And a custom wall string. So we've just got the one Barzushi weapon here, but clams, crab leg capital. Let's see how this turns out.
Doesn't look like there'd be like an overwhelming inside.
Yeah, I think both teams are gonna have a decent amount of paint output on either side. Ooh, that was a nice pick on with the Splatana against Puddle Duck.
Yeah, Quirky is like an extraordinarily aggressive player with like mechanical skill like basically nobody else. It's actually kind of unfair. Like it's weird.
Yeah.
I've been told that my microphone will fly. Alright, so
The Zencaster just moved up that wall. I have had quite a few moments of that, and that definitely gets frustrating there. No scores yet, but
just sitting on the grate, hiding from that crowd there.
That is the way to go about it, I think.
Oh, and playing the crab side of that feels so bad. It's also really funny though.
Yeah, it is very funny.
I don't know, the sort of like special escapes you can do on this match, on this Eyes of the Grades are just so funny. Like there's, like if you see like a Kraken and you're like in your base, like you have free space essentially.
Yeah, the grades are really fun to play around on this map. There's 2 down on the side of Rice Krispies. I don't think there might be enough clams on the side of Fuzzy Beaches for them to push in a little bit more. Ooh.
Oh, Puddle Duck.
There we go, that crab is down. This has been very back and forth. We're nearly 2 minutes down and no one's scored yet.
It seems like somebody ends up dropping a clam and then like people rush in to try to go get it and then get punished for rushing in to try to recover the clam.
Yeah,
Ooh,
there's Quirky trying to do something with that Zipcaster. Ooh, that's 1 down.
Yeah.
2 down on the side of Fuzzy Beaches. Still no scores yet. It doesn't seem like either side's got a huge advantage either way.
No, they keep on trading logistics. Like I see that there's like 15 on like here with most of that is that power clam.
Yeah.
But,
Fuzzy Beaches, they've got the clams, but they just don't have as much of the space yet. That's 1 down. Hopefully they can try and take some ground and maybe get a score in. It's still very even.
yeah. Frye's cooler now.
That Inkjet, there we go. Puddle Duck is very scary with Inkjet.
100%.
That
Also, Sid's survivability. Like, I don't think. Have you seen Sid go down at all? Because I don't think I have.
I don't think so either. The backlines here at the Swamp all have pretty good survivability. Yeah, just making the right call to back up a little bit. She knew exactly what fights to pick there, and that was not one of them.
Yep.
But that is one score on the board for Fuzzy Beaches, and considering how this match has gone already, that could be all that's needed. I think, yeah, if these two teams can just kind of keep battling it out mid, and Fuzzy Beaches can defend and not let in another score.
Just the very edge of there, just kind of getting marked so that everyone knows where Music Glory is currently. Although, it doesn't seem like that's that bad with like the fact that they're still kind of playing footsies with the middle.
Yeah, it's still pretty back and forth in mid. I think both teams are a little bit nervous to try and fight each other at all.
Though we do have a little bit more pressure on the side of Frye's Krispies because they have a little bit that they need to come back from.
Yeah.
So, like, Fuzzy Beaches can play a little bit of a defensive game here.
It's not a huge...
Coming up the crates here. I guess we'll see Aaron's edge.
They've got the Zipcaster. There's no power clam on the side of Rice Krispies quit. Oh yes, there is.
There's also two specials on like a...
So this might be the chance for Rice Krispies to make a comeback here.
Ooh,
that's one down.
Oh, Sid too! Oh, that's
that
huge,
back
actually.
line going down is going to...
Okay, this might be actually something.
Yeah, that back line going down is going to be a little bit of a problem, I think, for Fuzzy Beaches.
Ricky, you're killing it.
Man, that's a very strong lead. I think it'll be very tough for Fuzzy Beaches to make back that lead in 30 seconds.
30 seconds on the clock, and not a lot of sort of recourse here. Like, there's so much momentum on like the side of like Frye's Krispies.
Yeah, that was a huge waiting game that paid off really well. The momentum, the timing of it just was really well put together.
The consistency of one team wavered just for a moment and it ended up turning the tides.
And we've only got...
And they have 16 on, like, or they have 15 on the side of, like, the Fuzzy Beaches. Will they be able to use this?
It seems like they might be able to have something here. That was a wonderful bubble from the bomb there. That's one power clam, that's two, one more clam, and that's it. There we go. What a comeback! Whoa! Congratulations to Fuzzy Beaches for that comeback. That was about as last second as you can get.
Yeah, it looked kind of grim for them for like a losing lead within only like 30 seconds to go, and the entire time they were just playing for the mid, nobody being able to move. So being able to move twice in two opposite directions within the last like minute is just kind of, I mean, it's a completely and totally different like velocity for the game to take, and sometimes it's fun to kind of just see like comebacks like that, but also wow, good play on like the bombs part there.
Yeah, I think that bubble was really put together because it just allowed that little bit of time, a little bit of more distraction time away from the basket so that they could group together and score, and they had the clam economy for it and they pulled it off. It felt like it happened so fast and so smoothly that I didn't even register it before it happened.
Yeah. Although, like if there's anything that like you think that like Frye's Krispies like could have like, I don't know. What do you think they're gonna think for their next comp or for their next match? I guess like are you predicting any sort of comp changes, or do you think they might stick it? Or?
I think comp changes. I think they're fine. I think they're all kind of playing to their strengths on their weapons. I would be interested to see if they counterpick a tower control mode. I think with the Winter Rapid Blaster. And also the just continued aggression that they can pull off, especially with Quirky on the Stamper. I think that will be a mode that favors that kind of snowbally aggression that they had going there for a little bit that got them their initial lead.
Yeah, one thing that we might see potentially is like Quirky has a really kind of like a main decav, like Mint, who I guess we might like I guess sometimes like the velocity of that compared to like the velocity of the Splatana can sometimes change things a little bit. I don't know. It's hard to. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I think the Mint Decapitator might be a nice pick as well for the bubble on tower control.
Yeah, we saw Artemis on like a like decav earlier. They
that. So that'll be I think that'll be a nice pick. But I hear Umami Zones as the
Umami
counter pick
Zones.
for Frye's Krispies.
All right, that's
Definitely
exclusive.
not what I was thinking in terms of tower control, but Umami Zones I can see holding that checkpoint once they've gotten control of the zones. It can be very hard to come back from that initial capture and holding that choke by the dome there on Splat Zones for Umami Ruins.
Will they be able to claw it back? Oh, that was a really close match, so this is still anybody's game.
I think you're very right there. I think they're very evenly matched in terms of power and special coordination. So it really could be anyone's game.
Mm-hmm.
I think in terms of comp changes for Splat Zones, I think they were both pretty evenly matched on paint, but I'm curious if any of the teams will switch to something. I could see Sid going with the Inkline Tri-Stringer for the Sprinkler and Chumps. The Sprinkler is just a lot more, like, makes it easier to hold the Splat Zone.
Yeah.
And then, in terms of any changes on Frye's Crispy side, I don't think so. We could see maybe... yeah, looking at the weapons that they use, I honestly think that they've kind of got a rhythm going.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at that too, and it's like, oh, hey, that's kind of actually pretty good.
Yeah,
like, I kind of agree with like choices here a little bit.
And because of how close the game was, like they almost had their lead.
They had lead for so like at a very important time. They just dropped it at the last second, just barely.
The entire game, the leads shifted within like 30 seconds of each other. It was.
Mm-hmm.
So I will be very interested to see if we have that kind of back and forth.
All right, here we are.
Monty Zones.
Oh, we have Tomek with the blob.
Ooh, I think I recognize that he plays that weapon, but I haven't seen it in quite a while.
I mostly associate Tomek with blob at this point, honestly.
I see a few of the new weapons as well. I see the Twinkles dualies with the bubbler, and I see the splatter shot. I think it's
burst.
Yeah.
With burst and Kraken. Oh, I guess we'll see how that ends up. Because Kraken doesn't really paint, but you've got that invincibility.
Yeah.
And for zones, I mean, like...
It'll be nice to push in with.
It's more of an aggressive pick.
Yeah, we've got a nice solid lead here from Frye's Krispies. Fuzzy Beaches, they've got one special down. That Kraken almost, but was canceled. Paintbrush, that's 2 down for Music Glory. 3 down. I think this is where they will take it back. Music Glory just putting out the work on that Paintbrush today. She's been on a huge roll lately, and it's been a delight to witness.
Yeah, her with that Paintbrush, like, she gets into positions where you just don't expect, and then, like, I mean, it's in the name, it's Paintbrush.
Yeah, it causes pain. Frye's Krispies on the respawn here, trying to group up a little bit, but I think they've got a little bit more work to do to get some special coordination. That's 1 down, that's 2. We've got the Zipcaster going in with the Inkstorm, but that missiles from the Paintbrush just putting a stop in their tracks.
Oh, Quirky goes down also. Dang.
Artemis's bubble placement really paid off there, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. It seems like Frye's Krispies still has a little bit of control there, but the zone is still being contested. Ooh, Fuzzy Beaches is still holding on. That's 2 down on the side of Frye's Krispies. 3 down. I think they're gonna hold zone, but there we go.
There it is.
More points on the board for Fuzzy Beaches. Frye's Krispies is kind of in the last little bit here. They're gonna have to push back here.
Bomb just getting the flank there. That's
a flank from the Rapid Blaster. That is an interesting choice, but I think it... Ooh. 3 down. That's a wipe. I think Frye's Krispies, that might be it for them. I think this will be a... 10, 9, 8, 7.
Yeah.
I think this is it. A nice secured win for Fuzzy Beaches. Well done. They, I think a little bit of staggering, and I think maybe a bit too much on the flank side. I think they were maybe a little bit less coordinated. Although I think it also could just be the power of Music Glory on that Paintbrush.
Yes. Like all mid-game was basically just Music Glory. The stream. like I don't know how many she got like in a row there, but like it felt like basically just the entire other team was just kind of like holding her off unsuccessfully.
Yeah, she knows exactly where to swoop in and just start swinging her brush so that she gets as many people as possible. I think back to when Fry's Krispies had the Zipcaster and Inkstrom combo, and then it was shut down by the missiles from Music Glory.
Yeah, Artemis had like a really good sort of like bubble on like one of the zones, but also like team was like already kind of a little bit in stagger mode. But that looked like it was a really promising entry to kind of get back in. But it almost just kind of didn't materialize based off of that.
I'd really like to see the Twinkle Doolies come back and try and see what Artemis can do with that. With the bubble and the fizzy bomb kit on those Doolies, because I think it was really close to paying off there, and I think it could be their little way to success with this comp.
They did also seem to be a little bit like, I guess, a little bit weak to like a flanks a little bit, because Bomb ended up coming in a few times also and just ended up cleaning up from the side where people weren't looking, especially close to the end of the match. Well, I guess people were feeling a little bit more pressure to kind of rush in because like number ticked down.
Yeah, that adrenaline when you're at the end, when you know that it's now or never. It's if you don't get in now, then you won't have the time to paint the zone. That is really hard to know how to work around and combat the feeling of I just have to go in no matter what, versus I have to go in but make sure that I don't die while doing so that I can actually take advantage of being there and countering and painting the zone so that you can get some penalty points and try again later.
Yeah, that's also one of the reasons why like sometimes you see such close games sometimes where like it's people getting enough of like a footing before they go rush in and giving themselves the max amount of time that they have allowed to them in order to make sure that their retake actually ends up taking.
Yeah, for sure. And we've got splat zones on Humpback Hump Track. Seems like Fry's Krispies is really trying to stick with zones. I think that is a solid mode for them, and they just want to make it work. And I think that again, if Artemis sticks with those dualies, the bubble on the zone will be really nice to just kind of hold some paint down on the ground and give some time for her teammates to come in and just kind of make quick work of everyone while their attention is on the dualies and the bubble. I think it could go in their favor if they've got enough coordination to match the coordinated power of Fuzzy Beaches, especially with the strong players, with the Paintbrush and the Splattershot Juniors and such. These are, I think these are winnable fights for Fry's Krispies, so we could see a win from them here, I think.
Yeah, I guess we'll end up like seeing what they end up picking. We went to the game slide. Oh, here we are. All right, what do we see?
4 undercover brellas.
Yo.
4 undercover brellas.
Here it goes.
This is
the most Splatoon match.
I know this is the work of Tomek. I know that it is.
Oh, it's 100% the work of Tomek.
So
I wonder.
Evenly matched power here. One Reef Slider down.
I'm not sure if this comp works against this comp.
I think it's pretty evenly matched myself, actually.
What? It's evenly matched? That's wild. They look so unintelligent. This is great. I love matches like this.
Wow, that was
a really wild jump.
That was a really well-timed jump. It seems like Fry's Krispies is actually working to their favor. I think Tomek's undercover main is popping out here, and they're able to just kind of hold space there. Oh, almost with the Reef Slider, but
I have definitely Reef Slider off there and expected it to go further than it did.
That is an all too familiar pattern for Reef Slider for me, I think. This is just Reef Slider Central. This is quite the match to witness. We've got Fry's Krispies still holding their lead, so this might have been the move for them.
Yeah.
My guess is that Fuzzy Beaches just doesn't really play this weapon at all. They've even got 101 points to get through now. Double, triple Reef Slider. Unfortunately, just catching the edge of the terrain there, as Reef Slider often does.
Oh, wow. Music Glory living.
That's 2 down on the side of Fry's Krispies. They've got to focus on painting the zone now, though. They've got 20 seconds left. That's 1 Reef Slider. That's 2. That might be penalty points for Fry's Krispies. 3 down. I think this is where they can cap their zone again. There we go. That was a delayed wipe for Frye's Krispies, so now it's if they can have the entry tools to come back in, if they can maybe coordinate some reef sliders, as has been happening a lot on this map. This is
Just the special
matchable time.
output.
The special output is kind of crazy to see. That's 1 reef slider, 2 reef sliders, 3 reef sliders, 4 reef sliders. It feels like 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish.
A little, yeah.
I think Fuzzy Beaches is kind of getting a hang of playing undercover. That is a lot of mines on the zone.
That is so many mines.
No wonder it's been so difficult for Frye's Krispies to come back and cap the zone, because the egg mine output is just kind of crazy.
Although
Got 1 reef slider, 2 reef sliders. There we go, and they've capped it again.
And you know, a 3rd one for good measure. Oh, here comes blue. Here comes another blue.
This is insane to witness. They should make undercover only a challenge mode in Splatoon 3.
I'd play it.
I would too, actually. Well, it's reef slider, so I don't think I would. I despise that special.
I'd play
But
it.
everyone on in stream right now seems to be using reef slider pretty well, especially the ink mines. However, it doesn't seem to be. Ooh, the ink mines are just really. There's so much back and forth for reef sliders here. I'm excited to see if Fuzzy Beaches can get under 18.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can. The Reef Slider Instacap is just too powerful even against their ink mine strategy. They've got the bomb there. A 3v1 doesn't seem very advantageous. Oh man, just when they started to get out of the penalty points, and Fuzzy Beaches is 3 down.
The zone's cheese. The zone's cheese.
There's so much cheese here. We need some macaroni to go with it, I think. There's a lot of 1v1s that become 2v1s, and that decides the winner. Whoa! The double reef slider, the triple reef slider, maybe. That's 3 down for Fresh Krispies. They might be able to, Fuzzy Beaches might be able to get back a lead here and secure a 3-0. It's all up to Fresh Krispies to have a little bit more special coordination and insta-cap those zones with those reef slider Gs.
Maybe it's just like... Oh.
That is a lot of reef sliders. Oh my goodness. That's 1 for 1 on each team. 2 down for Rice Krispies, 3 down. I think this might be in the bag for Fuzzy Beaches. Fuzzy Beaches really just kind of picked up on their opponent's strategy and used it against them there. That was so many reef sliders. I think that was all 8 at once.
It's mesmerizing.
Oh, whoa! 1 point away, but that is not enough. Fries Krispies takes it with the undercover only comps. That was the best match to watch, to have a 1 point lead in. Oh my goodness. I guess when you have evenly matched comps like that, that's what you get.
Just honestly, like, mesmerized by the number of sharks there. Like, if there's any shark fans out there watching this, I mean, hey, there you go.
Power to them. Could not be me. But also, watching 8 sharks on the map at once was kind of insane.
It kind of feels like a, like playing on Final Destination with all items, every character except Fox. Like,
yeah, basically. That was... When are they going to add the Reef Slider to Mario Kart World as a kart option?
Gosh, that'd be so bad. It stops you at the end.
I guess we just have... Oh, they could have a Mario Kart World Splatoon crossover, and then the dolphin character becomes the Reef Slider. Oh. And that's like a costume for it. That would be really interesting to see.
I'm thinking about the... I mean, it's cool that they go fast and all. The explosion at the end might be a little bit... I'm not so sure about this one.
Oh, man.
Maybe the cart. But also then you have to, like, run on foot because your cart's gone.
Well, that was one hell of a final match for Fries Krispies.
Yeah,
and Fuzzy
I loved
Beaches.
watching that. Like there was already like they already had their 2 games. And then there was like the last sort of like a lap there. So it didn't really like. I mean, it was interesting to see how like things shook out when both
Very
sides were
interesting.
purely like even in terms of comp and everything else.
1 point lead, I think, shows how even it was. But I think we're gonna
these two
take a
teams
short
both-
break here, and then we'll come back to it. So stick around. Maybe there'll be 8 more Undercover Bellas to watch.
Yay. Whatever.
Hello. Hello. I'm back, and I have the lovely Carly with me. Hello.
Hi, nice to be on stream as a commentator, not a player all
Is
the
this
time.
your first time commentating?
Yes.
Gotcha.
I don't have a lot to say, but I'll try to provide something.
It's okay. We'll work through it together.
Perfect.
So you're on Octoreos, right?
Yes.
How's your time been with Octoreos?
Oh, it's been good so far. We've only lost a couple rounds.
Yeah.
So overall, really good for the team. These guys. Yeah, overall really good. We've had some really good matches, lots of really good back and forth today, which is nice. So
Yeah.
love to see it.
I was watching your match against Kit Catfish, like one of the first matches that were there, and that was really fun to watch. Actually, you always seem to like pull off at the very last second. I'm thinking the Roman Tower game.
Oh yeah.
You guys got like a almost not a knockout, but then it was like 4 seconds left. You knocked it out.
Yeah.
It was great to see.
Yeah, we definitely have a few experienced players, which is nice. So the comms are nice and clear. Lots of just trust that people can do what they got to do to get it
Nice.
done, which is always good.
So have you played against either Swedish Fish or Fuzzy Beaches yet?
I think I've played against both of them today. I think my team is actually done for the day.
Oh, nice.
So I played against both of them, both very scary.
Yes.
Swedish Fish is definitely the scariest.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so. I was like, she's a killer sniper.
Yeah,
She lands
Bogos.
all the shots.
Yeah, truly just she doesn't miss a whole lot, is what I feel.
Yeah, like she's very consistent, very consistent.
I know that there's a few newer members to the Swamp on that team as well for Swedish Fish. And I'm guessing that they are working well with Bogos for just in general, as they're a scary team.
Yeah, you love to see it. New people coming in and doing so well, like in a new scene. Always good.
Yeah, I always love seeing new faces. I've been to every single one of these since they started up again after COVID.
Wow.
And a number of new faces has slowed down, I think, since Splatoon 3 is now almost 3 years old.
Which is crazy.
I was going to say the exact same thing. But it's still really nice to see that there's still a lot of love for this game and a big community. And I've made some amazing friends, including you, through these events. And it's great to just see more people becoming part of it.
Yeah, exactly. And I do think there's been a lot of more excitement recently with the new patch that came out on the new weapons
For
and
sure.
everything. There's
Have
definitely
you got any new favorite weapons that you enjoy?
I primarily play shooters, so I bought the new glamours, and it turns out I'm really terrible with Kraken, but I love the idea of it.
Yeah, I am also not the best with Kraken, so you're not alone on that.
Yeah. Everybody else's lasts so long.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, how are you getting this much like use out of it? I pop it, and then I'm like, I am a sitting duck.
And I'm like, I'm in a bad spot.
Yeah.
I am not where I should be right now.
But I don't know if I've seen many super well utilized Krakens, but that could change with
It
the
could
upcoming
change,
set.
for sure. Yeah, I'm trying to do some more practice on it with Rainmaker and stuff, but it's been going good. There's been a lot of really interesting kits, which is always nice to change it up.
Yeah, 30 kits at once is...
It's a lot.
It makes the game feel really brand new. We've got tower control, ship-shape cargo. We've got... I think that's... I was gonna say double mist, but I think it's... Yeah, we've got the Fizzy Bomb and Toxic Mist from the Tri-Stringer on the side of Fuzzy Beaches. And we've got the new Frozen Splattershot Pro on the side of Swedish Fish, I believe that is, with the Tempted Missiles and Splat Bomb. Right off the bat, we've got one pick from Fuzzy Beaches. And that Tri-Stringer is just trying to fight off, but unable to.
Yeah, looks like Swedish Fish is taking control of the tower here, getting some drinks, sending out some specials.
Yeah, it seems like they've got some great footing here, and that's another one down on Fuzzy Beaches. This could be a very clean sweep for Swedish Fish.
Yeah, they are putting the pressure on. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, pushing up nice and far. Letting that tower get up there.
The whale and the
Another
brush
pick.
combo. Chai is an amazing brush player. I believe she pretty much just mains brushes, and it is really exciting to see. I love seeing brush players. That was a very well-placed laugh bomb. It seems like Swedish Fish is just keeping the pressure up.
Yeah, Fuzzy Beaches is putting up a good fight, trying to stop that tower here. It's usually tricky
We've got some
checkpoint to get through.
Squid banging against the bomb I saw. And we've got the killer whale is really just making it harder and harder for Fuzzy Beaches to come in, I think. Tries just kind of running circles around all of them.
Oh, with a double.
A triple, that's 3 down on the side of Fuzzy Beaches. I think Omura's there is very happy to keep getting the bomb. And that might be a nice clean sweep for Swedish Fish. That is a very powerful team.
Yeah, they know how to keep that momentum going, that is for sure. Like, they get a foothold and they don't let it go.
Yeah, has that generally been your experience fighting them?
Yeah, like, trying to, like, break their defense is so hard. Like, they are very strong frontliners.
Yeah, I especially noticed just, like, the consistency that Chai was able to just keep attention on herself while the tower was getting more and more points. That seems very scary to play against.
Yeah, it was like, what do you pay attention to? You're like, the tower's getting pushed, but like someone is just running around. You're like, gotta stop them. Like, there's so many things happening that you have to take care of.
Meanwhile, we've got Bogo's just sitting on the tower getting more points.
Right.
Just chilling with the snipe rider.
10 shots.
Yeah.
10 kills.
It's definitely a very interesting dynamic to witness for sure.
Yeah.
If you were Fuzzy Beaches, and also having played against Swedish Fish, what would you say a good counter pick mode for them would be? Were there any modes that you particularly won against on Swedish Fish, or was it 3-0 for you?
We won one, but I'm forgetting which. I think we won a tower control.
Tower control? After seeing their tower control performance, I'm like,
it was a little scary.
Yeah, that sounds like it came down to the wire
Anything
then.
that was like Rainmaker or anything that's like really hard to like stop them, I would like avoid Rainmaker. Something slower, like we were really back and forth on clams with them.
Yeah,
Something,
for sure.
Yeah, you need to be able to stop them to have like a solid defense to be able to get through. But
I think a clams match would be fun to see, first of all, because I think that's my favorite mode to both watch and play.
And it doesn't get picked a lot. It's definitely the least popular.
I think people are always scared to pick it, but I think players are better at clams than they think they are, especially in a coordinated LAN
Yeah, exactly.
environment.
And I think it really kind of highlights teamwork versus others. Like, you can really tell the coordinated, practiced.
With Rainmaker, you can just go in yourself, whereas with clams, you kind of have to rely on all the stuff from your team. But it seems like we've got, I believe that was Umami Zones coming up for Fuzzy Beach's counter pick.
Okay, that umami. It could be interesting for sure. I know that's a pretty good sniper one.
Yeah.
A nice little pedestal to be safe up on. So being able to put pressure on the back line is definitely essential.
Yeah, I'd want to see Fuzzy Beaches maybe try and get some more pressure on the back lines as well. However, Chai makes herself known, and they're very good at making it sure that the attention's on them, and then able to just like sneak behind, use the whales, and divert all the attention away from the objective, which is terrifying to see.
Yeah, we fought Chai's brush with a brush of our own. We're like, this is the only way it's gonna go.
Did it go okay for you guys?
Yeah, Tim was slapping. He was out there.
Yeah, a brush fight for the ages.
No, this should be a good one though.
Oh, Mahi Mahi Resort or Umami? It's Mahi?
Mahi, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Oops.
Ah, look at us. None of it.
Then first splat zones on Umami. I think that's still a pretty decent charger map, but maybe less less applicable than Umami zones for sure.
I think it's definitely going to be a very scrappy match.
Yeah.
Before the halftime goes, that just like the small square, like there's so much battling always happening.
That small square, I'm interested to see who will have the the first, I think it's 60 points until it goes down. That's a very quick painting zone for Swedish Fish. They've really got the paint output, and that's 2 down already on the side of Fuzzy Beaches. Akira just really putting out the paint with that. Just...
Yeah, already have the cooler down, get some more drinks. Ooh.
That's 2 for 2 right now for Fuzzy Beaches and Swedish Fish. Ooh, that was a nice combo between the whale and the bullets for Sid.
They'll be able to flip zone here.
Yeah, unfortunately, Tri-Stringer just struggles to paint at a distance. I'm kind of surprised that Sid didn't go for the incline Tri-Stringer kit. And there's Chai just making quick work.
On Fuzzy Beaches. Oh
that was, I believe that might have been a quad for Chai.
Yeah.
They are a very scary brush player.
Oh, she's still avoiding them. She's so slippery.
That is one slippery ink brush. They're already at 30 points remaining. I think Fuzzy Beaches might, they're gonna have to come back now if they want to. And I think this might be it for them. They've got that tri-strikes. Oh, and the reef slider. That's 1 for 1. 2 down on either side, and they've got the whale. 3 down. Just Sid able to do it. Can she pull it off? That's neutralized. Can it be capped? Oh, this is
so close.
This is nail biting.
Come on.
There we go. That's some little penalty points just to come back at a later time and maybe have a little bit more regrouped. But that is a huge lead for Swedish Fish.
It definitely is. That's a lot of points to earn back on the Fuzzy Beaches, but you know. Oh, and Swedish Fish is already back in control. That's okay. They got more time now to regroup, get some special charge.
But yeah, those penalty points are clicking, coming down quick, and it doesn't seem to be much more of a footing than before for for Fuzzy Beaches, but spoke too soon. There we go. That's more penalty points on the board for Swedish Fish now.
Yeah. Oh, nice. That was a good, nice pick there.
Oh,
they are so sneaky.
That was a jump scare and a half from Chai. I had no eyes on her until she came up and...
Yeah, popped out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like...
I'm sure she's having a blast just swimming around Fuzzy Beaches.
Okay, lots of orange down on the map. Swedish Fish, yeah, they're pushing way up, trying to put on the pressure.
That was a nice reef slider, nice special combos from the side of Fuzzy Beaches. I think this is a great footing for them.
Oh, no, yeah, that was a very, very good comeback for them.
And we've got...
Yeah, more control in the zone. Looks like they're trying to push up, get some more picks. Oh, they got the Kira's down on the Snipe Raider. Oh, the brush is going to the zone.
Swedish Fish has so much speed for them. It makes it very hard to try and do anything when before you know it, they're already on you and picking a fight before you can manage it.
Yeah, they've already slipped past your line of defense.
It was a nice trade for Fuzzy Beaches, however, not exactly the outcome that they might have been hoping for.
Big, less than 20 seconds left for Swedish Fish. Oh, nice.
And there we go. That's more penalty points. But the more penalty points that they knock down, the less that they're getting back when they keep the zone again. They've got 71 points to go. And they're gonna have to get nearly a knockout. I think Fuzzy Beaches has really gotta pull through and show what they're capable of here.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like they're trying to keep the pressure up for sure.
Tri-strikes trying to keep some forward momentum, but timbering on those dualies just being really stealthy and slippery. We've got the brush and the dualies just able to run circles around players just like that. And suddenly a 3v2. Swedish Fish is just so coordinated. Before you know it, you've got total numbers advantage in their favor.
Yeah, it's really like it just seems like in a second, 1 member, 2 member, 3 members down, and then...
And the bomb just dropping down into the enemy ink. That's 3 down, and then that's game. So Swedish Fish has taken the set there, but there's still 1 more to go. And we'll see if Fuzzy Beaches can learn from any mistake that they've made, maybe re-examine their comp a bit and try and counter the speed of Swedish Fish.
There was definitely lots of good back and forth still, lots of good flipping the zone, getting, trying to find my words, but they're not coming. But
that's all good. They definitely were able to put up a bit more of a fight this round.
Definitely.
Would you stick with Splat Zones if you were Fuzzy Beaches? Would you maybe go to Clam Blitz instead, or?
I probably wouldn't stick on splat zones just because, yeah, they've shown to be so sneaky.
Yeah, before you know it,
they're not even there, and they're behind you, and you're dead.
Exactly.
That's it.
Between the dualies and the brush, it's really hard to stay focused on objective when, if you ignore them for a little bit to focus on the objective, they're just there, and that's it, you're done.
Yeah, they're very good at diverting attention and getting the distractions, and then the chip damage. Yeah, they've been very successful today, I think, overall.
Yeah. I've been enjoying seeing some usage of the new kits as well. I think I'm wanting to look at playing some weapons other than my usuals. I've been playing Reflex for like a long time now, and I really love the third kit, but I might try and go back to experimenting with some of the other new kits. I don't know about you, but I had no licenses when the patch dropped, so I had to use some more of the new weapons to get some licenses back, and I found myself enjoying quite a few of the new kits.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I was also in that same boat where it's like new kits, and I'm like, I have 0 licenses. So I had to grind up a couple more badges for that. How many did you get? Many new badges? I only have 1 6-star weapon myself.
I have been focused entirely on the new weapons. I believe I should have at least 2 6-stars.
Okay.
I don't know if they're higher than 6 though. I can't imagine that they would be though.
Yeah, I haven't seen very many 10s, but they're out there.
Yeah.
They're out there. I've heard Kaz has a 10 on a 10 umbrella of some variety.
He does.
I was like, that. I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised either. He knows he loves his tent, and the tent loves him back. We've got Tower Control and Malcolmart.
Oh, that's a good map, hopefully.
I'm very interested to see if Fuzzy Beaches will be able to counter the speed of Swedish Fish, especially for a mode like Tower Control where they've got a little bit of passive special charge while they're on the tower and just constant special output. I noticed the whales and the reef slider from the brush and the dualies. I felt like they were very prevalent in the last game.
Yeah, there was a lot. They were very good timing their specials to like maximize efficiency, really stagger them, really push people back.
Yeah. I think Fuzzy Beaches, they'll have potentially an uphill battle here, but I'm excited to see if they can take a game off of Swedish Fish.
Yeah, back with the Snipe Rider. Looks like we have a T-Tech.
A T-Tech? Yeah, we've got a T-Tech, and we've got a heavy edit splatling. We've got an X-Splasher, and the splash with the crab. Ooh, already Chai with the brush was up there, but looks like she got taken out. Maybe Fuzzy Beaches can get their footing and just use the special charge from being on the tower to their advantage and take that game off of Swedish Fish.
Yeah, another. Oh!
Chai just being a menace. 3 people on her.
Oh,
and that's
2 down for Swedish Fish?
Yeah, it seems like this might be the time to take back the tower, but unfortunately, Omura's just on that tower path, making sure that it doesn't go anywhere past.
Oh, he's just as slippery. Avoiding those shots as best he can.
Oh, and there she is, the brush that just pops out of nowhere.
Oh, that was jump out, but it was so close.
Almost a super jump out.
Perfect, yeah, trying to hunt down that brush, but the tower's still being pushed.
Yeah, this is truly Chai's strategy of just, you take your attention away from the tower, and that tower's getting points, but you've still got someone to deal with, otherwise she will swim up and kill you. That is a certainty.
Yeah, her distraction is definitely, it's doing really well for the team, trying to...
And Akira's just being unstoppable. She's not moving from this tower path. Puddle Duck on there. That's a trade, but I don't know if that's the outcome that they need right now. Fuzzy Beaches needs to get their footing a little bit and take that tower path away from their goal.
Yeah, it looks like the push has stopped for now on Swedish Fish.
That was a sneaky waiting on the side of Omura. Just waiting and stalking out their opponents.
Tower almost back in mid.
It seems like they can defend the tower a little bit here, but they need to get more points on the board if they want the chance at clearing that 14 lead that Swedish Fish has.
Yeah, which is, it's a lot commanding, like going through 2 whole checkpoints.
And Swedish Fish made it look very effortless, for sure.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah, all the special coming out, pushing them back, trying to get control of the tower again for Swedish Fish.
And Chai just taking advantage of those missiles that Omura launched and
Hunting those people, hunting those players down. Relentless and escaping. Oh, almost.
that X-Monster finally taking down Chai. It sometimes feels like Chai is just able to skip through a field and kill as many opponents on her way as she pleases. It's very enticing to watch. Oh my goodness. We've got 2 down on either side. But Akira's survivability here, just making sure that she's always got enough paint and pressure on the field so that her team doesn't get too far away from that goal. They're really trying to go for a knockout here.
Yeah, and it's very close.
Just preventing that past checkpoint.
Yeah, this is a very tight corner to get through. There's a lot of high-end walls for the defending side.
That's 2 down on the side of Swedish Fish, but they've got a Fuzzy Beaches just has to get their paint on the field. Ooh.
Still 2 down. Looks good. Nice. Fuzzy Beaches on the tower. Hopefully more points on the board here.
Yeah, they need to clear that first checkpoint. And Ray is there trying to make it work, just holding on the space under that ledge to make it a bit harder. But it seems like Chai was around, and as soon as you don't watch that brush, it kills you.
Yeah. 2 down, tower back in mid. Everyone's trying to just get some paint down, charge some specials, trying to regroup.
There's a minute left, and it doesn't seem like Fuzzy Beaches has been able to clear that first checkpoint yet at all. That's 2 down on the side of Swedish Fish. This could be their chance.
Good opportunity for sure to get on the tower. The sniper is still being very oppressive.
Sniper and the brush. They've got some very, very solid players all around on Swedish Fish's team.
Yeah, it's very hard to make that opportunity for sure. Oh, 3
That's
down.
3
though.
down,
That's
just
excellent.
Akira left, and she jumps out. Her survivability knows no bounds.
Yeah, she's like, you're not going to get me today.
And we've already got, I think that's Ray underneath, just trying to keep that first checkpoint clear with those strikes, and there's first check cleared. 15 seconds left on the board, and it'll be... Ooh, that was a nice defensive splashdown from the X-Blosher. Ooh, this might be a game off of Swedish Fish. Ooh,
So close, so
this
close.
is such a nail biter.
Yeah, they are keeping that pressure up.
Oh, that was such a good ending for Fuzzy Beaches.
Yeah, they were really pulled together there at the end.
They found their footing for sure. They cleared that first check and nearly cleared the second one if they actually did.
We're able to keep getting those picks here and there, keeping the numbers advantage, having, people be down, keeping the pressure up, but wasn't enough in the end, but it was still a very good fight.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how Swedish Fish does in the next few days for our LAN in days 2 and 3, and to see if they hold their very powerful stance from what it looks like.
Yeah, they had a very dominant performance today, I think, overall. They were definitely, I think, the strongest team, I think, overall. They lost, I've heard. I got the stats.
It seems like we've got there's at least one team that every team has either lost against or is just struggling to fight against. So I think
it keeps it interesting for sure.
Yeah, I think some scrims might be more in the future as well for these teams, and to figure out what's going wrong on their side and how to counter the stronger teams.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna potentially take another break here, and then I think round 5 will begin shortly. So.
This has been round 5. I think this is probably it.
Oh, are we done?
Oh, this might be it.
Wow.
The Squid Swamp ahead of schedule? Love to see it.
Thank you to Sentry Box Cards for opening an hour earlier on Sundays.
Yeah, makes a huge difference. We're not all scrambling to pack up and everything, so.
Yeah, this has been a blast to watch all the games for.
Yeah, it's nice. It's been a few months since our last LAN, so it's nice to see everyone again. And
for sure, it's nice to come back to the community.
Love to see people. Everyone likes to. We always have a variety of snacks. Our team naming theme this time was snacks, and people went hard on the snacks.
Yeah, I've had a few fuzzy peaches myself.
Yeah, I've been munching Oreos like no tomorrow.
Yeah, the peach flavored Oreos, they're delicious.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, me too.
I was expecting them to be a 5 out of 10, but they were a solid 7 or 8.
Yeah. Well, I think that might be it for the day then. So thank you for joining me on commentary. It was a delight to have you.
I'm so glad that this happened. I had so much fun. And thank you for everyone tuning in.
Yeah, and for those watching the VOD at home, keep practicing, and it'll be great to see you all in the future days to come.
Stay fresh.
Catch you later.